Hello, 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 everybody. Things are a little different. Oh, the videos are on this time. I had switched some flips. Switched some flips. I flipped a switch. And some rumblies happened. I want to make sure, like, I didn't just kill the local village. So I made a separate save. You know. If I've become responsible for the death of an entire village, I'd like to at least know about it beforehand. Okay. Sure. Water. Let's not be a fool. Come at the knaves. I did it. Probably shouldn't have wasted that on him, but oh wells. Sure. Good egg.
Hey.
Hi.
About the city guards.
Yes, got an idea?
I'll have to think about it first.
All right, but hurry up about it. I've got no time to lose.
Greg, I'm gonna help you out, buddy. I promise I will. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna deal with all this bullshit later. I'm gonna get into town and handle that first. There's a bunch of shit all around there that I can
Are you
do.
one of the hands on Lobart's farm? I never seen you here.
I haven't been with Lobart for long.
What you want in the city?
I want to see the blacksmith to have some tools repaired.
Yeah, lie to the
Okay,
city
fine.
guard.
In you go then. And if you see Lobart, you can tell him he should feed his sheep well. We're coming back to him shortly. Huh. Move along.
What's up?
Listen, you now have access to the city, but that doesn't mean you can do whatever you want.
Go
around
on.
here. If you don't stick to the rules, you'll lose all your rights here.
Halt, stranger. I am Lothar, paladin of the king and humble servant of Innos.
Yeah, you
Your
sound like a
lord.
piece of shit.
Our commander, Lord Hagen, has entrusted me with the task of explaining to all newcomers the new laws which apply to all inhabitants of the city.
Since people have started simply vanishing all over this town, everyone needs to watch out that they don't suffer the same fate.
Okay.
I have an important message for the leader of the Paladins.
The Honorable Lord Hagen is not receiving anyone. Lord Andre, the commander of the city guard, is responsible for all issues pertaining to the common folk.
The townspeople are simply disappearing?
Yes, it seems to be more every day. It's
That's
most annoying that
like
the
your
militia
job,
have
though,
still
right?
not been able to discover what's behind these strange occurrences. Small wonder that the town's inhabitants are very wary of strangers right now. So don't provoke them when you're in town. Understood?
Yeah, that's fair.
Listen, the city is threatened by dragons.
That can't be true. Another lunatic. We have enough unrest in the city as it is.
Why?
And without some dimwit scaring people with fairy tales about dragons. I immediately locked up the last person who was here telling dragon tales and sent him to the Valley of Mines with the prison transport. So mind your tongue.
Sounds like you're an
Can't use
asshole.
anyone here who spreads panic among the people.
Somebody already reported the dragons here?
Yes. The fellow's name was Diego. I think so, in any case. I warned him just like you. But the lunatic just wouldn't stop getting on my nerves.
Hardly know who to believe these days. Wouldn't be so sure.
Where can I find the commander of the city guard?
Lord Andre can be found in the barracks at the other end of the city.
Of course. I'm in the city. Now
Where
I have
can
to
I
get to
spend
the
the night
other
here?
side of the city.
If you're looking for a place to sleep, go to the hotel directly across from the barracks. The paladins pay for the lodging of all travelers who come to the city. The traveling traders from the marketplace are also lodged there.
I have come to get the Eye of Innos.
The Sacred Eye of Innos? How do you know about that? You're not a member of the Order.
A magician told me about it.
I don't know what his motives were when he entrusted one of the secrets of our Order to you. But he certainly
Save the
didn't mean
world.
for
I'm the
you
guy
to
that
get
saved the
your
world like a
fingers
few
on it.
weeks ago.
But
I don't want to hear any more about it. First you start with fairy tales about dragons, and then this. Incredible.
I can't believe that.
all right. Explain the rules of the city to me.
First, the Honorable Paladin Lord Hagen resides in the upper quarter, along with his troops. That is why access to the upper quarter is allowed only to honorable citizens. Second, the town hall in the upper quarter is now the command post of the Paladins. Only the Paladins themselves and members of the militia have access to it. And third, whoever is accused of a crime must exonerate himself with the commander of the militia. Any questions?
How do I become a citizen
I
of the
could get-
town?
Only those
I could
with
get-
regular
do a
jobs
crime.
will be
That'll
considered
get me in front of
citizens
them.
of the town. But don't think that you'll be admitted to Lord Hagen just because you're a citizen of the town. As a citizen, you have access to the upper quarter, nothing more. Only as a member of the militia will you have access to the town hall.
Do you really believe that? I've got my own opinion about that.
How do I get accepted into the militia?
By express command of Lord Hagen, only citizens of the town will be admitted into the militia.
I gotta become a.
I
I
see.
gotta get a job.
If
Then
you
I gotta
want
get
to
a
know
militiaman.
more, speak to Lord Andre in the barracks.
That would be a problem.
What do I have to do to get armor like yours?
What? You aren't even a member of the militia. You're not even a citizen. How can you even think of being allowed to wear the armor of a paladin?
Be wearing it
Only
in a few
few
hours.
militia soldiers, those who have performed extraordinary
promise
deeds,
you.
have been granted that honor so far. If you want to be a paladin, you have a long road ahead of you, my boy.
But no,
Not really.
he insisted he knew better.
Where can I find work?
You'll have to apply as an apprentice to one of the masters here in the lower part of the city. As soon as a master accepts you, you are a citizen of the town. However, the other masters must agree to it.
Nobody will
That's the custom here in Corinus. If you were thinking about looking for work in the Harbor District, forget it. The scum of the city live there. Don't even go there. You would regret it.
Fuck you.
He never would have thought of
How do I get to the upper quarter?
Say, are you listening to me at all? You're not a citizen of this town. The entire area behind...
I've got to go.
first I've heard of it.
If I hear one more time that you are telling people here about dragons, you will be in big trouble. Do I make myself
Censoring the
clear?
people.
It's not what I heard.
Fucking savage.
Enough trouble as it is.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Hello.
Halt! No one may enter the storeroom.
Why can't anyone enter the storeroom?
The Honorable Lord Hagen has confiscated the goods for the King's army.
It was quite obvious. It's not what I heard. It can't go on like this forever. But no, he insisted he knew
Ooh,
better.
what is the controls for crouch? Sneak. X.
I hardly know what to believe anymore. It's not what
What's
I heard.
new?
Since the collapse of the barrier, open trade with the big farmer has abruptly stopped. Who knows what he's plotting? There's something fishy going on.
Land grab.
What's interesting in this town?
You can buy almost anything you can imagine here. But almost everything that you can buy. If you don't have enough money, then maybe Lamar the moneylender can help you.
Listen to me.
His house is...
That's been known
Who are the
all
important figures around here?
Up until recently, it was the governor and the judge. But then Lord Hagen is their leader. He's the new governor, more or less. Lord Andre is his right-hand man.
We can only
Everyone in
wait
the
and
city who's guilty of something.
Jesus.
Nobody will learn anything from
How
me.
can I...
Go look for a decent job.
Where did you pick that up then?
What can you...
You are now in the... Where do you want to go?
Nobody will learn anything from me. I
Thanks,
hardly
Ed.
know what to believe anymore. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Hello, Rupert.
Hello, stranger. You must be hungry and thirsty. Perhaps I can
You
interest you
sure
in my
can.
wares.
And then give me a job, maybe?
I've heard a thing.
I need some money, and I'm looking for work.
I've heard that Bosper has trouble with his suppliers. His shop is right over there. They say he pays pretty well.
About that.
I was actually on my way to see the Paladins.
There's little chance of that, since the Paladins made themselves at home in the...
Do you really believe that?
Can you help me get into the upper quarter?
Me? Nah. I don't have much say here myself. There are a few people in the lower city who have enough influence to get you past the guards.
Tell me more,
Mateo,
Rupert.
my boss, is one of them. Maybe you should talk to him.
Where can I find Mateo?
You're standing right outside his shop. Just go on in. He's practically always there.
I'm no better off myself.
What about the other...
The merchants and master craftsmen here on the main street, you should try to get accepted by one of them. Since I started working for Mateo,
He
the
doesn't
people...
see that. I can't help it.
What do you have to offer?
At the moment, I don't have much choice. The damned landowner doesn't deliver anymore.
Bad business.
And what we get from the small farms isn't enough to meet the demands of the city.
Well, this sounds like a nightmare scenario.
Tell me more
Never
about the
would have
Peasants'
thought of that
Revolt.
himself.
It's quite simple. Onar, the fat landowner, won't pay any more taxes to the city. Imagine,
Is it really
we're at
true?
war with the orcs, and that fat slob wants everything for himself.
He wants to
Normally,
keep
the
it
city
sliced.
guard would take firm measures in such cases.
obvious all
But
along.
now comes the best part. They say Onar has hired mercenaries to keep the troops from the city off his back.
Is it really true?
Mercenaries. The whole thing will end in a damn war, as if one war weren't enough.
If he doesn't see that, I can't
What
help
do you know about Onar's mercenaries?
I heard that most of them are former convicts from the mining colony, and their leader's supposed to have been a big shot with the king, a general or something, whom they put away as a traitor. These are terrible times.
Show me
Show me your wares.
I'm no better off myself. You didn't get that from me.
Hey, man, can I sell you a few sticks and stuff?
It can't go on like
Is
this
that cool
forever.
with you?
Nobody will learn anything from me. I thought as much. I'd have gone about it differently. I already thought as much. It's a bad business. I'm in enough trouble as it is.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
Hey, we talking about other people?
Hey,
Hey!
what can you...
You are now in the low. Where do you want to go?
Where's the...
Walking down the.
Is it just directions? You don't, like,
How
actually...
do I get to the...
A flight of stairs lead.
Okay. Yeah. If all
Thanks,
citizens just have the same dialogue, you guys can get fucked. I'm out of here. Ooh.
Hey, you're new in town, huh?
Yes, and what about you?
I've come from the mainland, and now I'm hanging around here. I'm almost out of gold, so all I can do now is join the militia, I guess. But I don't want to do that. I won't be slaughtered by those orcs on the king's behalf.
That was quite obvious.
What can you tell me
Is
about
that all
the
you
militia?
here to say, you
One of the
depressing
paladins
bastard?
has taken command. A certain Lord Andre. He's trying to
I mean, there's a
mobilize
good
half the
chance
city in
that
case the
I come
orcs
back
attack.
and
But you
he's got
need to
more
be
to
a
say.
citizen of the town in order to be admitted. As far as I know, if you're not a citizen, you can train anyway, but you won't be officially admitted.
What else can you tell me?
He has taken over the... If you cause any trouble in this town, I was once in a brawl. He went crying to Lord Andre. That little matter cost... I was lucky that it happened at night. The more people complain about you in this town...
Jesus.
Who did you fight with?
With a fellow named Valentino. He often hangs out in the tavern near the temple.
You said
I'm
pub.
not usually a
The script
violent
said
person,
pub.
but that guy needed his face rearranged in the worst way.
Never would have thought of that himself.
Has anything exciting happened?
You could say that. They robbed Bosper the bowmaker. What a brazen thing to do, I tell you. The fellow just ambled into the shop in broad daylight and grabbed himself a bow. And Bosper right after him, hollering, "Stop right there, you rogue!" But the thief was too fast.
The bowmaker is who I gotta go to. He's gonna train me how to skin. Carl. Yeah, hello, Mr. General Store Man. Show me your wares. Let me rest in your armchair. Ooh, words to read. Experience points. Well, I already know about all that. I don't know if this is going to get me in trouble.
I know nothing about picking locks.
Let me go ahead and make myself some wolf meat. Remember, guys, it just takes like a split second. Throw the meat in the pan. Don't heat up the pan at all. Just throw the pan briefly over the heat. Matter of a split second.
What with?
And there, you got a fried steak. Not even cooked. It has the audacity to say they're fried.
What can I do for you?
Get the fuck out of here. What you
What are you
selling?
selling?
I can offer you everything you need to survive in the wild. Weapons, torches, provisions, even armor. I still have a special piece in stock. Double hardened armor of snapper leather, still unused.
What accent
Interested?
does this guy have that the other guy had like a fucking rustic accent? Like, what a small town.
What do you know about paladins?
Since these bastards have come to the city, I've had nothing but trouble. The last time I was headed for the upper end of town,
And?
of course they let me in. I had my shop in the city when most of those pompous... And yesterday, the bastards came and
The paladins seized your
Ooh, that's the
goods.
stuff right
everything I
outside.
had stored in the backyard.
I think I
They
can get
simply
most
posted
of
a
that
guard in
stuff
front
back.
of the entrance to the yard. If I'm lucky, they won't take everything. At least they might leave the armor here.
Can you help me get into the upper quarter?
What? What are you going to do there?
I've got an
I
important
got like
message.
shit to
Well,
do.
well. Have you tried getting past the guards?
I don't see why I should even try.
You're probably right. I don't know how important your message is, and it's none of my business. But even if you told them that a ship full of orcs just anchored in the harbor, they'd send you away. Because they have their orders.
They have their orders.
So can you...
It seems to be really important to you.
Yes.
The question is, how important is it
I'm
to
not sucking
you?
your dick, dude.
What are you getting at?
I can help you.
Maybe a little.
After all, I'm one of the
Not
most
completion.
influential people here. But
But
it'll
your shit was
cost you.
taken?
How exactly can you help me?
Quite simple. I'll use my influence to see to it that one of the master craftsmen here takes you on as an apprentice. As such, you'll practically be a citizen of the city and can enter the upper
That's
court.
right. I gotta get everybody's
Besides
blessing
which,
anyways,
you'll earn
so I have
something
to
while
do this
you're at
anyways. Okay.
Where could I sign on as an apprentice then?
Basically, with any master here on the main street. That would be Harrod the Smith, Bosper the Bowmaker, Thorben the Carpenter, or Constantino the Alchemist. One of them is bound to take you on. But it's important that the other masters agree. That's always been the custom here in Corinus.
By the way, if you're ever playing D&D, this is like a great model for like a small town.
Why don't you
I
take
think
me
he's
on
gonna
as
tell
an
me that he already
apprentice?
has one.
I would, but the other masters wouldn't agree. I just recently took on another apprentice.
How do I get the approval of the other masters?
You just have to convince them. Go and talk to them. But if more than one of them is against you, you don't stand a chance. So behave yourself.
Is there another way to get into the upper quarter?
Kill everybody
Perhaps.
down.
If I think of anything, I'll let you know.
Until then. Yeah, he's gonna think of something that's not probable.
What are you asking for your help?
100 gold pieces.
You shark.
Take it easy. It isn't your gold I have in mind.
Uh-huh.
But
In principle, it's my gold. Gritta, the carpenter's niece, hasn't paid what she owes me in ages. But the little brat is constantly running around in new clothes. That means she has the money.
You want me to
I'd
fucking
like to
strong
beat it out
arm
of
a
her.
woman?
But Master Thorben, the carpenter, is also a very influential man. Get me the money and I'll help you.
Okay.
where can I find this Gritta?
Like I said, she's the carpenter's niece. His house is down the street, the last house on the right before the smithy.
Oh, I imagine he'll be in every single house eventually.
Help me sign on as an apprentice.
One thing at a time.
Show me your wares.
Go ahead and get all those. Fuck it. I'll open that later. Give me that armor.
All right. give me the
Upgrades,
armor.
people.
You'll
Upgrades.
love it.
Oh. That was a really weird. Why'd you say it like you'll love it? Like, don't just sell me the armor, dude. You don't have to fucking creep on me. Arrow and fire. Arrow, weapon, and a little bit of fire. Alright, sweet. I don't have as much. No, that was just. Oh, that was weapon and arrow. Alright. Irregardless, this is better. Upgrades, people. Upgrades. Plus, I fried some meat. This cannot
Hey,
be
you.
good for your wood.
Ah, fresh face. You're not from Corinus, are you?
Maybe
This is not a good time for travelers. Bandits everywhere. No work, and now the farmers have risen up too. What winds have blown you here?
You're very articulate for a carpenter.
What do you know about the Paladins?
Not much. They arrived by ship 2 weeks ago from the mainland. Since then, they've withdrawn to the upper end of town. Nobody here really knows exactly why they have come. Many are afraid of an attack by the orcs. I suppose, however, that they are here to quell the farmers' rebellion.
Probably both.
Do you know anything about the Peasants' Rebellion?
Rumor has it that Onar, the landowner, has hired mercenaries to keep the king's troops from breathing down his neck. He was probably tired of having to throw his harvest along with his livestock at paladins and militia. All we notice of this in town is
You
that
can
the
feed
food
another
prices
hand.
keep rising.
Not two.
Onar's farm lies far to the east of here. We wouldn't know if there's any fighting going on there. And if you want to know more, ask the merchants in the marketplace. They get around the island more than I do.
Ah.
I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about carpentry?
The only thing I can make out of wood is a fire.
Hey.
And what about locks?
Well...
I'm sorry, but I can't use you if you know nothing about my trade. And I have no money to pay for an apprentice.
Okay.
What if I want to start an apprenticeship?
Do
with
I have
one
your
of
word
the
you're
other
cool?
masters here?
All right.
Are you cool?
I shall give you my approval. But you had better get yourself the blessing of the gods first. Say, are you a man of faith?
If I say yes, will this be the end of the question?
Yes, a most humble servant, Master Thorben.
Then go to Vatras, the priest of Adanos, and have him give you his blessing. He will tell you where you can find a priest of Innos. You should get his blessing, too.
Thanks,
Once you've
man.
received the blessing of the gods, I shall vote
You already
for
said you'd give me your approval and then gave me a loot.
So, you know a lot about locks.
What good is a fine chest without a fine lock? I make my own locks. That way, I can at least be sure I haven't built my chest that sturdy for nothing. A poorly made
This guy's
lock
voice is
easy to
absolutely
break.
used in
And there are
Skyrim and
plenty
other
of thieves
Elder
about in
Scrolls
Corinus,
games.
especially
For
lately.
sure. Alright.
Have you had an apprentice before?
Yes, and not too long ago.
And what happened?
His name is Elvrich. He's my nephew. I was quite pleased with him, actually, but one day he simply didn't show up for work.
He's dead, Jim.
Where is Elvrich now?
How would I know? He kept hanging around that filthy brothel by the harbor. I wouldn't be surprised if he's still warming the bed of some whore down there.
How long has it been since you saw him?
I guess it must be about 2 weeks.
Have you reported that to the militia?
Of course I have. They were supposed to catch him and see to it that the Lazy Bones
so
does
he's
his
just
work.
one of the dudes that
but I
disappeared
already
slash
regret
gate-
that. He
got
can do
ate by
whatever
a
he
dragon,
wants.
most likely.
Sooner or later he'll
it the
realize he'll
Black
get
Troll?
nowhere in Corinus without a decent job.
Is that so?
Can you teach me how to pick locks?
I don't know whether you can be trusted or not. For all I know, you might be one of those layabouts who only come to town to empty the chests of honest people. I'm not going to
Maybe.
teach you anything before I'm convinced that you're an honest fellow.
So I gotta get your approval first. Got it.
I've come about Gritta.
My niece? What's your business with her? This isn't
I'm here to
about
fuck her.
money, is it?
She owes 100 gold pieces to the merchant Mateo.
Tell me this isn't true. Ever since that little piece of work moved in with me, I've had nothing but trouble. She's in debt with practically every single merchant in town. I had to borrow 200 gold pieces from Lamar, the moneylender, just to settle her debts. And now this. Gritta should be in the house. Go ahead, ask her. But I tell you this, she doesn't have a single gold piece.
So she better have
We
something
shall
that's worth
see.
100. She better. Alright, before I do that, apparently I walked by bow people. Teach me how to fucking skin Bosper.
Welcome to my shop, stranger.
I love your
am
goddamn
Bosper.
voice.
I craft bows and trade in
your
furs.
fucking
What
voice.
brings you to Corinus?
Teach me.
I've heard that someone stole from you.
Who told you that? Probably Bartok, huh? Didn't he have anything better to tell you? Oh, well. Let me tell you, if I get hold of this bastard, he can say his prayers. I left the shop for only a moment. When I came back, I could only just see him leave, with my bow on his shoulder.
Re-upping
I
on my
called
host
the guards
raffles,
right
guys,
away,
don't worry.
but the lowlife ran towards the harbor, and they lost him there. I lit a bonfire under their asses then, and they searched the entire harbor district, but they didn't find a thing. Those bumbling lackeys. I bet my bow is still in town somewhere. I informed the guards on both city gates, and they haven't seen anyone leave with my bow. When I get my hands on that bastard.
When this conversation with this lovely, lovely old gentleman is over, we will be running another ad. In fact, since it's just dialogue, I'm going to go ahead and handle that now. We'll be right back. It's only 30 seconds. For those of you who have subscribed, thank you. I appreciate you for coming. I'm looking for work.
I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. The last one just gave up his job 2 days ago. Do you know anything about hunting then?
Well,
I could teach you how to skin animals.
That's why I'm here.
Well for every skin you bring me.
Okay.
why did your apprentice give up his job?
All he said was that it had become too dangerous out there. If you're really interested, then you can ask him yourself. His name is Bartok. He's probably hanging out near Corrigan's Tavern. Go through the underpass from the smithy, then you're headed straight for it.
What if I want to sign on with one of the other masters?
Balderdash. Harrod and Mateo already have apprentices. Constantino the Alchemist is a loner, and he hasn't taken an apprentice in years. And as for Thorben, everyone knows he's dead broke. He probably couldn't even pay you. I, on the other hand, am in urgent need of an apprentice, and I pay well.
Wow,
too.
it's almost like
But
I'm
no
supposed
matter
to
where
pick
you
this
want
guy.
to sign on, you need the approval of all other masters.
Yeah,
from the
tell
lower
me your
part of town.
fucking dark deed I have to do.
Will I get your approval to sign up with a
I
different
guess I have to
master?
find your bow.
All right, you shall have my approval.
Here it comes.
But on one condition. Work for me, at least for a short time. That way, you can find out for yourself whether you like my craft or not.
Really
And who
forcing
knows,
this guy into
maybe
it.
you'll end up liking it, and you'll stay with me.
Doesn't matter,
If
I
you're
wanted your-
good enough to sign on with me, you're also good enough for all others here.
Okay.
What do you want me to do for you?
I will teach you how to skin an animal, and you will bring me, let's say, half a dozen wolf skins. Then I'll know that you have learned your trade. If it doesn't take you forever, and if the skins are in acceptable condition, I will take you on if you like.
I do indeed like.
You can start with one of the other masters, if that's what you really want.
Teach me how to skin animals.
Right. Listen, it's quite easy, really. You take a sharp blade and cut open the animal's belly. Then make a few small incisions on the inside of the legs, and you can peel off the skin. Bring me the wolf skins and we shall see.
About the wolf skins.
We had agreed on half a dozen, but you've still got time. Go and get those skins.
I want to start as your apprentice.
Before I take you on, I need to know, of course,
Oh, fuck
whether
you.
you're any good at all.
I need...
Where the paladins, you need to be as a
Yeah,
stranger.
yeah.
Show me your wares.
You dead-eyed bastard. Hunting bow. Dexterity required 30.
I'd have gone about it differently.
You didn't get that from me.
It's a bad
Give me the bows.
I'm not touching that.
Okay, okay.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Nobody cares about your opinion, dude.
Not as much.
I'd know better off myself.
But he knew that all along.
Alright, I'll be fine for now.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I want to learn more stuff from him, but I think I gotta do more wolf stuff first. Just a few.
Hey, you!
How was everybody tonight, by the way?
I knew that would be a problem.
I just
That doesn't surprise me.
went up to this lovely woman and say, "Hey, you." Let me go ahead and get my... Brian?
New in the city, huh? I'm Brian. I'm Master Harrod's apprentice.
Can I buy weapons from you?
Not really, I'm merely... The weapons that are made in this smithy are collected by them, but if it has anything to...
Maybe.
What can I get from you?
I can sell you some steel billets.
Oh? I don't... If I'm not mistaken, I need those eventually, but not
What's it
right
like
now.
to be the smith's apprentice?
Why do you ask? You want to be my successor?
Maybe.
Why not? I'm almost done with my apprenticeship, and then I'm gonna leave the city.
Why?
Not because of Harrod. He is a good master. I've learned a lot from him.
Why do you want to leave this town?
Because the people here are getting on my nerves above all the other masters. I still remember what a fuss it was getting accepted as an apprentice with Harrod. Really, every one of them jokers had something to say about
Okay, good. I'm glad it's not me
I want
that's like,
to
this is
decide
insane,
for
right?
myself who I can or can't take as an apprentice.
Tell me more about Master Harrod.
He's not in a very good mood right now. A few days ago, the Paladins came and ordered him to forge some swords.
Why
for
does
them.
this guy look like a buff
They've
Sammy
even
Davis Jr.?
forbidden him to sell swords to anyone else. Now he slaves day and night to finish the job as quickly as possible.
Bastards.
Who are the other?
Well, there's Thorpe. He sells armor. All the masters have their house, and Constantino's shop.
Like this forever.
Right, is this a... I think this is... Yeah, that's just a guard.
Can only wait and see.
Do
Let's
you
piss
sell
him off.
weapons too?
Forget it. Everything I make goes to the paladins or the militia.
Well,
have
soon
a
I will be one of
commission for
those.
100 swords from Lord Hagen. He wants to equip the city guard.
Did the city guard not already have swords?
I'm looking for work.
Because if they did, that's
I could
problematic.
use a new apprentice. Brian will have finished his apprenticeship soon, and then he'll leave the city. Are you good for anything?
If you mean,
Not
do
really.
I know blacksmith's work?
No, that's not what I meant. Sooner or later, the orcs are going to lay siege to the city. And then the only men who will count will be those who are in a position to defend our city. And I won't take on anyone as an apprentice who will disgrace me by fleeing the city with the women and the good-for-nothings.
By good for
instead of
nothing, he
holding
means
the fort
children.
here with the
I just want to
men.
point that out.
I'm not a good.
I
for
killed like a
nothing.
lot of shit on
Those
the
are
way
big
over here,
words.
including people.
Can you back them up with big deeds?
What are you getting at?
Bring me an orc's weapon.
All right.
Orcs have been seen near the city. With a bit of luck,
I
you
want to
won't
point
have
out,
search
it is
for long.
ridiculously
If you manage
problematic to
bring
kill an
one
orc
down,
in this game.
I'll take you
You have
on
to
as
be
an
either higher
apprentice,
leveled
provided the
or like
other
very
masters
tactful.
agree.
And then this guy who's supposed to be at issue with this is just kind of like,
Can I sign on as
no,
an
you need
apprentice
to
with
kill
a
one of the
different
toughest
master?
things in the area
other
to kill.
masters may well approve, but I will only give you my approval when you first prove that you're good for.
I gotta prove that I'm able to work for each one of them before I can work for any of them. That's so stupid.
Let's talk again.
What?
Oh.
An orc.
Looking at you, you might be right. Nevertheless, you have to prove.
So couldn't it?
Hakon, the weapons dealer in the marketplace, told the bastards are said to be roaming around somewhere outside the East Gate. Those cowardly rogues shouldn't be terribly bright. Hunt the bastards down. Every single one of them. Then I'll know that we can use you here in the city.
Ooh, dynamic lighting. I love that every time. Alright. Let me check your city. Your house. Make sure there's nothing in there.
no business being
Smart kid.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
But with it, the trees and animals.
Constantino. I just want to read your books real fast, dude. Alright.
What do you
Tell me
want?
what do I gotta do to get
I'm
your
not
blessing?
giving anything away.
I'm looking to become an apprentice.
Really? And with whom are you gonna sign up?
I want to sign up with you as an apprentice.
With me? No! I have already had the dubious pleasure once of I invested several years in his education, and in the end, the poor fool up and poisoned himself.
So you're not like
Go
a
sign
good
up with
teacher,
one of the other masters.
then? Okay.
What will I have to do to become your apprentice?
Probably the same thing I have to do to
I couldn't
gain
bear yet
his
another
approval for another
dilettante
master.
on my conscience. There is a multitude of herbs out there, used in different. You probably don't. Here, bring me a plant of each kind, and
I want to sign up with one of the other masters.
You have come. As far.
Yeah.
I'm in need of.
Why? Are you injured?
Yes.
Go to Vatras then. He'll patch you up all right.
I love how it's just like, yeah, I don't actually want it. Alright.
Show me your wares. About the plants.
If you cannot handle that by yourself.
I see.
I guess I'm missing some. Oh well. Let me get Divine Lord's Blessing or whatever. Now this is the temple, huh?
But the light was a
Tell
torment
us.
for Beliar. All that Innos created was destroyed by Beliar.
Ooh, if I'm not mistaken.
Adonos saw that this way, nothing could exist at all. No light and no darkness. And so he set himself between
I really love
his
the
brothers
wildlife
in
sounds.
order to reconcile their dispute. And he
Harlot!
Hey, you!
Give me the
What
money.
do you want, stranger? If you've come to beg, I must disappoint you. I am a poor widow. My name is Gritta. Ever since my husband died, I have been running the household for my uncle Thorabin.
How's it going?
How's it going?
Same as always, but I don't want to complain.
You just were.
Mateo sent me. You still owe him some gold.
He wants his money? What for? The goods he delivered were flawed, bad fabric, and bad seams. And did you look at the colors? Those are not the colors I ordered. That's fraud, that is. Let me tell you, back when my husband was alive, he wouldn't have dared to do that. Oh, my poor husband.
You're coming off as kind of a bitch.
Cut it out. Where's the gold?
But I don't have the gold. I'm only a poor widow.
Then we'll simply sell a few of your togs. I'm sure you've still got a bunch of stuff in your closet.
How dare you, uncouth lout. All right, here, take the gold.
See, that wasn't so hard.
And now will you please leave my house?
Okay.
What else do you want? You've got my gold.
I just was like,
Go away.
Busy later? You know, what's up, bro? I definitely didn't just steal, like, extort money from your daughter. Let me get a blessing from a priest, though, real fast. Real quick. Citizen. Who here has a name besides Valentino? I know that you're getting some deep lore about your god, but you have dialogue I need.
Well, what have we here?
I need more agua.
Have you no manners? That's
Normally-
disgusting. Oh, is this filthy rabble? Haven't you a job where you ought to be? But I suppose no one would miss a down-at-heel fellow like
Ooh,
you,
I wanna
hey?
beat this man to
Well,
death.
if you had as much gold as I do, you wouldn't have to work either. But
Oh.
you'll never be that rich.
I see I'm gonna have lots of fun with you.
And thus spake Adonos to his brothers, never again shall you walk upon my land, for it is
Sorry, we
sacred.
open a host raffle if I can.
Shall it
I
be?
don't think I can.
But the human and the beast waged war
Do you
upon
have
the
anything
land of
Like I said,
to tell
I
me?
would normally
Make
run
yourself
like a, put like a
popular,
be right
never
back or
promise
something.
anything to anyone.
If
Take
I
what you
back out
can
of this
and watch
game,
out
it
that you don't get into a
crashes.
quarrel with the
So-
militia.
And the
Or
human
with
right back
jealous
to the
husbands, of
ground.
course. They're the worst, let me tell
into
you.
Beliar's realm.
Be good. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. I'll be back 30 seconds.
Adanos saw that order and chaos were now unequal, and he bade Enos to take his divine power from the human. And Enos, in his wisdom, did so. But Adanos feared for the day in which the beast would return to the land. And so he bade Enos to leave a part of his power in his realm so that he might restore it to the human if the beast should return. And Enos, in his wisdom, did so. But the light was a torment for Beliar. All that Enos created was destroyed by Beliar. Adanos saw that this way, nothing could exist at all. No light and no darkness.
I lost the crowd there, didn't I? Don't worry, we'll get him back.
And so he set himself between his brothers
Thank you, everybody, for hanging
in order
out.
to reconcile their dispute.
You cool.
And he did not.
Looks like I'm gonna have to teach you some manners.
Doesn't matter to me.
There,
Thrash me
where
all you
Adanos
want. When I get up
stood
tomorrow,
was
I'll
a
be
place
fine
in which
again.
Enos
But
and
you'll have to run around with that mug
had
of yours
no
for
power.
life.
I asked you
And
who
in
you
this
are.
place,
I am
order
Valentino,
and
the
chaos
handsome,
were equal.
bon vivant
And so
and ladies'
the
man.
sea
Poor in
was
cares,
created.
rich in wisdom and gold, and the women throw themselves at me. If you have
And the
problems, keep
sea
them. I don't need
released the
them.
land. And
None of
there
this
arose
sounds
all
true.
creatures, trees as well as animals, wolves as well as sheep, and last of all arose a human.
Sorry about that.
And Adanos was pleased.
I'm in my host
with what
raffles
had
now. We're
arisen.
solid.
He
Did
delighted
that at the
in
48
all
mark,
the
so
beings
58,
equal.
08, 18.
But so great was the wrath of Beliar that he came across the
Vatras?
land. And Adanos be with you.
Who are you?
I am Vatras, a servant of Adanos,
Cheers,
guardian
everybody.
of the divine and earthly equilibrium. What can I do for you?
Tell me about the Ring of Water.
And why would I do that?
Cavalorn sent me to you.
And what did he tell you?
He said you're in dire need of more good people.
Aha. So, you want to join us, son?
I love how there's like a bunch of different factions to pick from.
Here, I've got a letter.
200
For
experience.
me? Indeed. This is an important message you're bringing me. I wonder how you got hold of this letter.
I helped Cavalorn.
I got it from Cavalorn, the hunter.
Cavalorn? Where is he?
He told me to tell you he couldn't make it and is headed for the meeting point. Whatever he meant by that.
I see that you have gained Cavalorn's
I love the
trust.
swagger everybody walks
That
on. They
speaks
kind of like
more.
San Andreas strut. Now
Tell me about the Ring of Water.
And why?
I've got this stone tablet. Can you tell me more about it?
Those are artifacts from the old culture, which we have been investigating for some time. There are
Okay.
several kinds of them. Some contain information about the history of the ancient people.
Go
That is
on.
the kind I am interested in. Bring me all of those that you can find. I shall give you an appropriate reward.
He's gonna suck that dick. He's gonna suck that dick. Whoa! Holy crapola.
I'm asking your blessing.
Why should I give you my blessing, stranger?
I
I want
delivered
to
you a
start an
sealed letter on
apprenticeship
behalf
with
of your
one the
order.
masters in the lower
Why
part
is
of town.
everyone here trying to
Go
grease
with
their
the blessing
motherfucking
of
palm?
Adanos,
You
my
are
son.
goddamn servant of the Lord.
Where can I find a priest of Innos?
The best thing would be to look around the marketplace. You will find an emissary of the monastery there.
I want to join the Ring of Water.
You do? Well, that means you have already fulfilled the first requirement.
Out of how many
What
requirements?
do you mean by that?
I mean, there must be someone among us who trusts you. Otherwise, you wouldn't even know about it. But I know nothing about you at all.
What do you want to know?
Well, you could tell me where you come from and why you have come to the city.
I carry an important message for the leader of the Paladins.
What is this message?
Drop something in the chat. Let me know you're here. You get some active bonus points. At the end of the month, whoever gets the most gets a gift card. Don't fuck yourself out of the chance for free money.
Terrible things are bound to happen soon.
Terrible things, hmm? How do you know this?
I was there, Gary. I was there.
No, I heard rumors.
Aha! And that is...
Kit Kat! You're here!
I'm an
I've
adventurer
missed
from
you.
down south.
Good. Let us summarize. You are an adventurer from down south who heard rumors that terrible things are going to happen. And you have come to report this to the Paladins. I think there's something you're not telling me. If you're worried I might pass on what you tell me, then let me reassure you. I have sworn to keep all secrets I am entrusted with to myself. Let's
This
start
best be
over
true.
at the beginning. What's that message?
A large army is gathering as we talk, led by dragons
Okay.
and determined to
You
conquer
could have said
the
everything
country.
but the dragons. I just didn't want to get arrested because of the dragons.
Speak of beings which until now have only been mentioned in legends. How do you know this?
I love how it's always
Zardas,
just
the
like
magician, told me. He sent me to warn the
accurate
Paladins.
or just completely
The
wrong.
necromancer. So he lives, and he sent you. Who are you really?
I've got no time for things like that.
I'm a former
Hey!
convict from the penal colony of Corinus.
Hello, Hartzook.
Good. Let us
Hello,
summarize. You are a former prisoner who has been told by Zardas, the necromancer, that dragons have come to conquer the country. And you have come to report this to the Paladins. That all sounds rather fantastic, but I cannot perceive that you are lying to me. Therefore, I must assume that your motives are honorable.
Oh no!
I want to give you a chance to join the Ring of Water.
Tell me about the Ring of Water.
Since you are not yet a member of our community, I cannot tell you everything, of course.
Didn't let me get
But
them
I
in.
shall
It's
tell
weird
you
that
what
that
I
was
may.
an ad. Oh. Ah.
I could tell you.
Haha. I appreciate that. Yeah, what is up with that? It is a very big thing in Russia and Germany.
Who are the members of the Ring of Water then?
I cannot tell you that until you join the ring, but you will certainly have met some of them by that time.
Just have to listen. That was no big deal.
Here we go. Maybe I don't have that much, that's why.
He really should have known better.
That's right, I did lose all my points the other night. Oh, it's just unable to find him. I think he might need to be around a little bit longer to get the points before it'll allow me to add any. Ooh. Actually, that's better. Kit Kat. That way it gives me the opportunity to focus on this. In a couple minutes, can you make sure you add Harzook 1,000 points, please? Thank you. S'il vous plaît.
What exactly
Poland
is
too?
it that you do?
I had to download the service
Order of
pack to
Innos
even launch
and
this
the
game
Chaos of
from
Beliar. If one of the
a
two
German
sides
site.
should gain the upper
And then I had
hand,
to put another
it will
mod
mean
from
either
a
total
Polish
loss
site,
of freedom or deadly chaos.
But it launches now, and I can
Therefore,
use my
we
mouse.
guard the balance between the two. That's what makes
Thank you,
life
Kit
in
Kat.
this world possible for all.
You're the best.
That's the truth.
And what does that mean in concrete terms?
The fall of the barrier has evoked numerous threats. The bandits are probably the most obvious one.
It's
Not
really
only has
dark,
it become
man.
all but impossible to travel the island without being attacked, there's someone in town, too, who supports the bandits. We have found out that the bandits receive regular deliveries from a weapons merchant in Corinus. We try to find such people and keep them from endangering the city. If you can find out anything about this, let me know.
Okay.
Where are the other water mages?
They are exploring the ruins of an old culture northeast of Corinus. We suspect that those ruins might contain a passage to a part of the island which is as yet...
That's probably what I opened. I fucked with those pillars and then, like a whole thing opened. Oh shit.
If you're interested in joining the expedition, I could send you to Satyrus with a letter.
Do that.
You can only participate, of course, as long as you're one of us.
Of course.
Okay.
What must I do in order to join the ring?
Know that you take on great responsibility by joining the ring. I do not let just anyone join who comes to us and asks. If you want to join the ring, you will have to prove that you
Yeah. Everybody's got a thing I gotta do.
That means...
Before we let a young man join our ranks, he must have done a great deed for the ring. Only then can
I had
I
a
begin
weird
to consider
memory of
letting
this
you
game
help
from my
preserve the
childhood, and I
balance
gotta
of
bug up my
forces on
ass
this
to
island.
find it and play it, so... Ooh.
I have vanquished the
That's
sleeper.
weird.
Isn't that a great enough deed?
My ears hear many a tale these days, including the story about the banning of the beast called the Sleeper. I have not heard that this was achieved by a single man, although your eyes tell me that you are convinced you did this. That confuses me slightly, but I cannot be sure that my senses might not deceive me sometimes.
I have freed many people. The barrier is gone.
Even if you can really claim responsibility for that, the great event in the Valley of Mines has not only set free the water mages and other upright citizens.
All
the
it
criminals
also
of the
released
entire
the-
country
yeah.
are roaming Corinus these days, harassing the population. The bandits have already taken over large areas of land outside the city. It has become all but impossible to leave
don't worry,
the town
I'll kill him.
and
That's, I know.
return unharmed.
I know how to RPG. I'll go outside and kill all the bandits.
So what would be an appropriate deed that
I'm not
might
polishing
convince
you off, dude.
Corinus is facing a great enigma these days. The number of people missing from the town seems to increase almost daily. If you can explain to me what happened to them, you shall have your place within the Ring of Water. However,
Yes?
you should take your message to the paladins first. I consider it a matter of utmost importance. Talk to Lord Hagen.
But Lord Hagen is not going to receive me.
Yes, he will, no doubt about it, provided you become a member
Yeah,
of a
I got.
powerful
This is like
community
no, he
first.
will. You
The
gotta
ring
jump through all the
has
hoops first.
far-reaching
Remember?
connections. We shall assist you in conveying your message as soon as possible. You should talk about this to Laris, whom I trust. He will help you.
What community should I join?
There are only 3 communities that have enough influence. These are the City Militia, the Monastery of the Fire Magicians, and the troop of mercenaries on the landowner's farm. The choice is yours, son. Laris can certainly assist you with this difficult decision. Talk to him about it.
I think I'm gonna go militia.
I shall do that. About those missing people.
Yes?
Where should I start looking for them?
Most of those people disappeared down by the harbor.
Yeah.
That's probably where
Hey
you should
guys,
start
people are
your
killing your
search.
poor people. Oh, whatever.
Let me tell you what I know.
What have you found out?
Nothing important so far.
Way to set him up just to disappoint him.
About this weapons dealer. How much do you know about the weapons dealer?
Ask Martin, the provisions master of the Paladins, about this.
I was
He
very
should
little
be
and
able to
watched
tell
my
you
brother
more.
play Gothic
He
1,
has been
and then I
tasked with
played up
unmasking the
to,
weapons
I'm pretty
dealer.
sure,
You'll
killing the
find Martin
first
in the Harbor
dragon
District.
in this
If you see
game.
a heap of
Other
crates,
than that, I'm
provisions, and
going
paladins,
back in blind.
Martin won't be far.
I think killing the first dragon in this game is not actually very far into it.
Is there anything that could help me with my search?
You're very persistent, young man. But I actually can think of something that could make your tasks easier for
A gun?
you.
Please
I
be
shall
a
give
gun.
you this ore amulet. You'll certainly be able to use it. It is an amulet of the searching Will-o'-the-Wisps. There are only very few of them. The Will-o'-the-Wisp that inhabits this amulet has very special properties.
Does he have a
It can
gun?
help you find things that normally elude the naked eye. You
Like a
summon
gun?
it by simply wearing the amulet. If it loses its power or you cannot find it, simply put on the amulet again and it will reappear. The Will-o'-the-Wisp can detect weapons. It could be very helpful to you in investigating the weapons deliveries to the bandits. Treat it well, and it will never fail you.
Oh?
A will-o'-the-wisp in an amulet?
Will-o'-the-wisps are admirable creatures. They consist of pure magical energy. They are bound to the magical ore in this world. It is their origin that gives them their strength. I'm not surprised that you've never heard of them. They only appear to the person who bears the ore to which they belong. Will-o'-the-wisps living in the wild.
And it just knows
have been
that it belongs to
forcefully
me now?
removed
Now that's
from their
cool magic.
sources.
I love when that shit
They
happens.
will attack anyone who approaches them. There is no way to help those pitiful creatures. You would better stay away from them.
It is indeed. It's a lovely Pinot Grigio. It is 1 a.m. for me, my friend.
Same old thing all over again.
I am in the East Coast of America.
Can the will-o'-the-wisp do more than that?
More than look for close combat weapons? Not unless you
7
teach it.
a.m., so I'm
I think
guessing-
Riordan knows how to teach these beings.
Holland?
He is one of us, currently traveling with Satyrus. Perhaps he can tell you more.
Thank you. I shall take good care of it.
France. Damn. Close. Well, then you should appreciate a nice Pinot Grigio, right?
I've got another stone tablet for you.
Great. Here, take a few potions as a reward.
Fuck yeah.
Things I could tell you.
I mean, I don't mean to wrap up the entire culture in just, one concept, but you get me.
Can you teach me something about magic?
Only the chosen of Innos and the chosen of Adanos are permitted to work rune magic. But common mortals can also work magic with the help of spell scrolls. I
Oh,
can
of
show
course
you
not.
how you
Early
can
in the morning is
channel
not good.
And expand your magic powers.
I mean, they drink beer in Germany for breakfast sometimes, but like, God, it's too much. Just drink some coffee.
I want to increase my magic powers.
Oh, alright, I can worry about that later.
Can you heal me?
Adanos, bless this
5
body.
o'clock somewhere.
Free it of its wounds and strengthen it with new life.
Been there, done that.
Tell me about the gods.
I think this
What
is everything I
exactly
haven't
would you
asked
like to
him.
know?
This is gonna be a lot, isn't it? Nope.
Tell me about Beliar.
Oh, might be,
Beliar
actually.
is the dark god of death.
Hey, Kat, if I'm not
destruction,
mistaken,
and
alcohol's not
all
really your thing
things
anyways, right?
unnatural.
He
Don't like
is
the
in
taste of
eternal
it?
battle with Innos, but Adanos guards the balance between the two. Only a few humans follow the call of Beliar. However, he grants great strength to those who do.
Tell me about Adenos.
Adenos is the god of the center. He is the scales of justice and guardian of the balance between Innos and Beliar. He commands the power of change. His gift is the water in all the oceans,
So he's
rivers,
kind of a
and
big
lakes. His priests are the water
Ooh,
mages,
Harzuk is following.
just as
I appreciate the heck
am a
out of you.
servant and
Welcome to
priest
the
of
party.
Adenos.
Happy to have you. Always ready
Tell
to
me
take
about
in
Innos.
additional adventurers. No coffee, no
Innos
tea,
is
no
the first
alcohol
and
for
highest
me.
god.
least
He
you rhymed
created
it.
the sun and the world.
So,
He commands light
water
and
miser,
fire.
fire miser,
His
got it.
gifts to humanity. He is law and justice. His
Wow.
priests are the magicians of fire. The paladins are his warriors.
Might as well be Mormon at that point. You already got everything else down. I mean, I admire that, though. That's...
Wait, if you see Laris, give him this ornament and tell him that it needs to be returned. He'll know what to do with it.
Kill him. Got it. I will kill Laris for you. That was the secret code, right? Ah!
No idea. You tell me.
Oh.
I hardly know what to believe anymore. That doesn't amaze me. I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Stonks. Hey. We made it. Alright.
I don't believe
Ever change?
So what I'm gonna assume is up. Ew.
Nobody wants to know.
My opinion.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. Hey, can anybody let me sleep in their bed for like a night? Real fast. Hey, I got you your money back. Let me sleep in your house.
Damn it. What do you want?
Fuck you, bird. Ha 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 ha. They just let me do that. Thank you.
Here's your 100 gold pieces.
Thanks for the 100
Did she
experience.
cause any problems?
None to speak of.
Good. You've held up your part of the deal.
Yeah.
Help me sign on as an apprentice with one of the masters.
Don't worry. I'll keep my part of the bargain. The other masters will only hear the best about you from me.
Alright. If that's the case, then it might not track loyalty unless following. So, that makes a lot more sense.
Show me your wares.
Kit Kat, you so smart. You always have the answer. Precisely. Oh yeah. It ended up happening at the end of the day. And like I said, you got it down. You took care of business just like I asked you to. You're awesome.
Hey, you, wait. You look familiar to me.
Escobar! I love your
Seen face
cocaine.
before somewhere, right? Here, we found this picture on some bandits
More
we picked
like
up
a
a few days
ruse.
ago. It looks a lot like you. Apparently, those guys were looking for you.
Those guys? Where are you from, buddy, in Fantasyland?
Gee, I'd never have thought of that myself.
Very funny. What did those guys want from you?
Ask them yourself. You've got them safely locked up, haven't you?
No, they're dead.
I guess we'll never know then.
If you're in some kind of trouble, go talk to Lord Andre. Maybe he can help you.
Hell yeah.
You'll find him in the
Double up that
barracks.
money. How are things?
How's the situation?
At the moment, it's quiet. Only the bandits outside the city are causing us
Double up on the money.
problems.
Alright, what the hell is this?
And thus spake Adanos to his brothers.
I'll never get this open without
I
the right
don't.
key.
I'm not wearing the amulet currently, so that shouldn't be floating there. But the one of these fellas just walking around brandishing a weapon. Oh, you're gonna be a creep, aren't you?
What do you want?
I wanted to have a look around here.
And where exactly are you headed?
That's not what I heard.
What interesting things are there to see here?
Just getting mugged and like, what's so
Cat house
interesting
here
thing
and
here?
a tavern. The landlord's name is Cardiff. If it's information you want, he'll be the right person to talk to. Do you, need money, by the way?
Are you giving it away?
Free money.
No, but right across the street here is the house of Lamar, the moneylender.
Not what I heard.
I'm sure he'll give you a few gold pieces.
What I love is like
Just go ahead.
the main actor is good.
Do you work for Lamar?
For most of the parts,
Smart
but there's a
kid.
lot of times where you can tell he has no direction. Cause like the comma is, you know, misspoke is either like an aside instead of directed.
Actually, I was on my way to the
Like
upper quarter.
Zardis is good too.
Yeah, right.
But then you bump
And I
into
was
gyms
about to
like
board
this
a
guy.
ship and have it take me to the king for an audience. People like you and me haven't been allowed in the upper quarter since the paladins came.
And there's like no like what I love is there was no accent for this town.
Has anything
It's all
exciting
like
happened lately?
you can
Not
be
long ago,
you can be from
The
Brooklyn,
city guards
you can be
turned the
rustic,
entire harbor district upside
You know?
down. They were searching for stolen property.
you can be Lord knows what, you can be a
There've been plenty
hit.
of thefts here lately, especially in the better quarters. They're obviously trying to blame the poor suckers at the harbor for everything.
Bromore, is that the which one's Bromore?
And he works all day too.
Are you a citizen of this town?
If you mean do I live here, yeah. But still they won't let me into the upper quarter. Only the toughs can get in there, or the merchants and craftsmen from the lower end of town. The people from the harbor district don't carry much weight in Corinth. There isn't even a regular militia patrol down
Yeah,
here.
hence why you guys are constantly getting stolen. Ooh, let me drink from the communal stool. Oh, that's a stool table thing. Moneylender?
What do you want here?
I'm sorry, I thought this was the moneylender's
Smart
house.
kid.
Smart kid.
What? You told me to... Oh. Oh, wow. Way to, like... Okay, let's soak up the ominousness here.
These are bad times.
I haven't done this in a while, actually. Alright. Ooh. Let me see if I gotta re-up on one of these host raffles real fast. Alright, Limmer. What's up?
How's it going?
How much do you want?
What do you mean,
all of
how
it.
much?
I'm the moneylender, and you came to me. What could you want from me? Money, of course.
Well, you know, when you're right, buddy. I was kind of hoping you'd have a little bit more in the way of dialogue. Fish merchant, sell me your finest fish.
You look a little worse for wear. Haven't slept in a long time, have you?
Too long, I should say.
Come on, step closer. With me, you'll find what you're looking for. That's an open secret.
How much money you got, Kit Kat? Okay. Must have just been a delay. Got me going there for a second.
You said that you've got what I need. Does that include
I think she
information?
just meant
But of
prostitution,
course, what
my
is it you
dude.
want to know?
Are there any other traders here at the harbor?
If you keep to the left at the quay, you'll find Helvor, my husband. He sells fish. On the other side, there's Brahim, the cartographer.
That's not what I heard.
Haha.
I will tell her a thing.
Do you know anyone from the upper quarter?
If I knew anyone up there, I wouldn't be standing here, my boy.
Well, maybe if you sold anything besides potatoes and onions. An old fish in a basket in the sun.
Someone's gonna do that.
What interesting things are there to see
She's
around
eating
the
a straight
harbor?
up just block
Well,
of cheese.
if you're looking for some action, you can go down to Cardiff's Inn at the quay. There's always something brewing there.
What are you
can
what are you
hardly
thinking
miss
about
it.
doing
The guy
tonight,
standing by the
Sharon?
entrance there will
I'm thinking
certainly
about
draw your
standing in the
attention to
harbor
it.
square, eating
Besides
this
that, there's
triangle
the large
of
ship of the
cheese.
Paladins, the King's stately war galley. That one's really worth seeing. You'll find it if you keep left at the quay and then pass under the high rock face. That's what I've always said.
Show me your wares.
Yeah, right.
Has anything exciting happened lately?
You could say so. It wasn't that long ago.
Oh.
A thief ran by here. He must have stolen a bow in the lower part of the city. Of course, the militia came here way too late, like always. He got away from them, just jumped into the harbor,
Go ahead and run the
and he was
ad
gone.
and re-up on that host raffle.
Really? How interesting.
Bam. Pop into the stream manager. This is weird doing it on the phone, but small price to pay to be able to play an old game. Whatever it takes to get it to work. Okay. Alright, give that a second. Kit Kat, how much money you still have? Because I imagine it's a bajillion.
That's terrible.
I don't believe that.
You don't have a name. You're not important. Can I walk in this house or will people be mad? Yep, she's
Smart
mad.
Kid. Smart kid.
I am not. Quit saying such foul things. I'm just trying to find out what's like a cool building. Alright, who are you guys if you're not... He's not gonna have... Hold on, maybe. What?
Wait a minute. What's new?
Ever since they took the barrier away, this town has been overrun with bandits. The Paladins don't do
Soon.
a thing.
You're
Why
active.
the hell are they even
You'll be
here
fine.
then?
You'll be fine. I believe in you.
How do I go about orienting myself in this city?
It's not that easy finding your... If you have a bad sense of direction, it's right next to the tavern at the...
Who are the...
Try
Just
the...
power through this. I know this is a lot of dialogue.
Try the blacksmith or the carp. If anyone here besides the city...
What can you...
You are now in the... Where do you want to...
That's... I don't want directions. I wanted
Thanks, that's
info.
all.
You don't have a name, so I'm just gonna imagine. Carl?
What led you into this poor area? What are you looking for here?
What a fucking horrible...
I'm just looking around
If
a
I
bit.
bump into you, you shouldn't be like,
Then
why are
you
you
better
doing
not
this
be
poor
caught
area?
looking around. It would seem that we have a few thieves in the city who would steal stuff from the rich people. The city guard recently turned the harbor district upside down, but they didn't find anything.
Go on.
What do you know about the thieves?
Nothing. But all the citizens are scared, and it
You
becomes
excited?
distressful, particularly towards strangers. Don't get caught in strange houses. No one takes kindly to that. Yeah, you gotta protect
If I'm not mistaken,
yourself
Hazook,
against
the
thieves.
Red
Sturdy
Lantern is
cudgel
like on
works
the other
best.
side of the buildings that I'm on.
Can you teach me anything?
I'm forging a few fittings and nails and repairing iron parts.
but I don't know enough about forging weapons. If you want to learn that, but if you want to train your muscles a bit, well,
How much do you charge for the training?
50 gold pieces.
I want to train.
Good. We can get started.
I want to become...
Yeah. A few learning points. I know I needed to get a little bit of strength in there. I will add more in due time. Hello, what the hell is this?
Ah, you've come just in time. I'm in need of an assistant for a magic experiment. I'm sure you're eager to do me a favor for science's sake.
Yeah, you
Easy,
seem like
my
a creepy
friend.
bastard. Let's
First,
do
tell me
this.
what this is all about.
I have developed a new spell.
Yeah, I know
a
it's
spell
scary.
of oblivion.
If it helps,
I've already
well, which one are you
successfully
getting?
Carried out a few practical applications, but I don't have
Thomas, he
time
got
to
the
conduct
roommate, he
one
got his,
final
and
test.
he was relatively fine. I think he got a little drowsy after the second one, but that was it. Came home and just took a nap and he was fine. Tell me, yeah,
Tell me
what
more
are you
the
about to do to me?
experiment and the spell.
The spell serves to make somebody forget various events. So far, I have only found it to work when the person in question is angry, for instance. If he has been knocked down or robbed, even if he has only witnessed such a deed, he will scratch it from his memory.
So I'm supposed to knock somebody down and then put a spell on him?
It would only make sense if that person were really mad after beating him up. So, fist fights are nothing out of the ordinary, though. I guess I have to find a victim elsewhere.
Yes, I think you get the point. But to make somebody angry, it is enough to attack him. You don't have to knock him down. So you should pick somebody who's by himself. If there are other people around, you'll just get into trouble with
We'll be here,
Lord
Horzuk.
Andre. Also,
I will
it
wait
makes
for
no
that
sense to cast
brilliant
the
voice
spell
acting
on
until you
someone
return.
who's busy attacking you. Wait for the right moment.
What's in it for me if I help you?
I could teach you how to brew potions. I know the recipes for healing and mana essences, and for potions of great speed.
All right, I'll try out that spell.
I know in the
Then
game
take
it's kind of
this
like
spell
all
scroll
lapses, ha ha ha.
and find yourself a suitable
Oh, I'm
guinea
not gonna
pig.
be able to fight the dragon
Once
for
you're
like
done, come back
several hours if I'm
and
not
tell
mistaken.
me how it went.
I just want to point out, like, the scroll I just picked up is gonna, you know, if someone's violently angry after I do a thing, like, they'll forget it. That's, if I'm not mistaken, a rape drug that he's just given me, which is kind of awful. Like, I know it's kind of like, ah ha ha ha, magic, you can steal from a guy and get away from it once with this scroll. But it's just like, nah, this isn't a thing that should be made, probably, if I'm not mistaken. I probably should wash my hands of this immediately. Edda, clean my clothing.
What are you cooking there?
Oh, fish soup. It's not all that tasty, but at least it's hot. You can try a plateful, if you like.
I do. I do like. Bam.
What can you tell me?
Most citizens in this town are afraid of thieves. But if you're looking for a place to stay overnight, you're welcome to sleep in my...
Aren't you afraid of thieves?
The only valuable thing that I ever owned has already been taken.
Okay, I've since a
Someone
quest coming
stole
along.
my statue of Innos.
Could you cook me some soup?
I cook for everybody. For you too.
Could you cook me some soup?
Nothing could be simpler.
Could you cook me?
No, not today.
Oh, so not only do I need to bring you a fish, I only get one a day? There's always a goddamn catch in this fucking town.
That's no secret. I'm no better off
myself. Hey, do you need fish? Get your...
Can you tell me...
Missing people? The sea is treacherous. Captains of large vessels will always sign on new sailors. And if they don't find any volunteers, some people...
And there's more, believe me.
Are you missing someone?
Me? No.
There you go, kick out. Bam! Victory.
What ship would that have been?
Good question. Not many ships have come into Corinthus lately. That is true.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Do you know of anyone who's gone missing?
No idea. Ask the shipbuilders.
Doing an investigation. Show me your
Show
fish.
me your fish.
Don't. That's so weird. Just.
Bad business.
Alright.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Can I go up here?
You hardly know who to believe these days.
You don't have to tell me that.
So this isn't like a.
That is the will of Inos.
Mark.
Hey, you. You have no business up here. Only paladins and those of us in the militia have access here.
Oh, excuse me.
What's up here then?
All the
This
shit
is
we've
the
been
provisions
stealing.
Store of the Royal Guard of the Paladins.
Yep.
I am the provisions master here, and I'm responsible for seeing to it that none of the paladin stuff goes astray, and you're not wanted here, so keep your hands to yourself or I'll chop them off.
Can you sell me any of the paladin stuff?
You want to buy? Let's say that if you could compensate me for the trouble that will arise from the paladin's things wandering off, then we might be able to do business.
All the
Does
torches.
that happen often? Things going astray?
Give me all the torches
As
you
long
have.
as the provisions master says that everything is right, no.
I see. You're looking for the man who is selling weapons to the bandits?
Says who?
Says Vatras.
Oh. What do you know about it?
Not much, but I could find out more.
Yeah. Why is everybody in this town
Is that
against
so?
getting help? It's like, no, you got to prove yourself to me. You got to go kill 7 sheep before I can let you help me.
Tell me, what do you know about the weapons dealer?
Listen, we know that an influential citizen in the upper quarter must be behind it.
Swear to God, if it's Valentino, I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Supposed to have come from the militia's supplies. We still don't know exactly who's
I know I've done
behind
this
it.
quest before.
If you
For
have
the love
enough
of God, I
guts
was
to
a
take
small
on a
child.
group of at least
I
5
do not remember
bandits,
what it was.
Maybe you can find out.
Okay.
What about the bandits?
We know that the bandits are currently
So,
blockading
Kat, how was your
the roads
day?
that
Oh,
connect the
welcome back.
farmers
All right,
to the
sweet.
city.
Once I'm done with this,
Besides
I'm
that,
heading in there to
I
hear
know
about
there
that
must have
horrible
been a weapons
voice
delivery
acting.
in the last few days. Maybe some clues to uncover the weapons dealer could be found with the bandits.
Okay.
What? Then pay it.
Ooh. Oh, that's good.
All the...
Don't touch on it.
What was that again?
Listen.
Alright. I got the connection up, got that going. God, I love the way everybody walks in this game. That strut. If I'm not mistaken, it's this tavern I'm walking up on right here. Fuck you, bitches.
I witnessed it myself.
That's been known a long time.
He had better shut up.
Yep.
Hey, you! Where you going? No matter what your plans are, there'll be plenty of time later.
Hey, Jack.
You're right in front of the Pearl of Corinthus, the Red Lantern.
Just somebody shuffling through
This is
money,
the most
flipping a
beautiful brothel
coin,
in all of
chewing
Nirtana,
on a
damn it.
toothpick.
Sailors from the most remote corners of the world dock here just
Give
to
me
spend
Sammy
a few
Davis
nights
Jr.
in the Red
fucked
Lantern.
a
And
circus
now it's you who
fucking
has the
Parker.
chance, Nate, the honor of spending a night with Nadia, the most passionate flower of the gods. Come on in, and you're going to experience what others cannot even dream of. What are
Hey,
you
Morgan.
standing around for out here? Go on in and meet our passionate Nadia. This
Come have
creature
sex
of the
with the
night
village
will give your
whore.
life a new meaning.
That's what I told myself.
Every sailor
What are you standing around
this
for out here?
side of the
Go on
sea
in
has
and
bedded
meet
her
our
down.
passionate Nadja. This
Will you be the
creature
night visitor of the night?
will give your life
Every
a
night,
new
the night
meaning.
visitor fucks for free. Sonya Blade? What? What? Hold on. Why is his name capitalized?
Are you the one who runs this place?
I am Bromo, this is my house, and these are my girls. I like my girls. And if you like my girls too, then you'll pay for it, 50 gold pieces. And don't get the idea of making trouble here.
Are all your girls accounted for?
Of course they are. Or do you think I want to go to jail over something like that?
I wasn't asking about your payroll. I mean, are
Oh,
they all
girls.
present? Or have any gone missing?
Oh yeah. Actually, one of my girls has up and left. Her name's Lucia. I reported it to the militia too, but they claim they haven't found a trace of her yet.
Really, how interesting.
How long has Lucia been missing?
Several days. I don't know exactly how long. I assume she ran off with one of her suitors, eh? That
No,
beach
sorry,
made
wrong
off with
command.
part of my savings, a really valuable golden dish, eh? If I get hold of her, I'll give her what for. So how is that any business of yours, huh? Do you want to have fun or not?
I'm trying to investigate missing people. It really doesn't help that the village prostitute is just sitting here down and just like... That is a full-ass bottle. She's clearly going through some shit.
Talk to Bromar if you want to have some fun. If it's talk you're after, go find your...
I don't want any of that. I'm trying to do you guys not give a shit that you're all
I
going
can't
missing?
take care of you now, baby. Talk to Bromar if you want to have some fun.
I just want to ask you a few questions about those missing people.
Thank you.
I could tell you a thing or two.
I love
But
this
not
game.
here,
It's
honey.
kind of like watching JoJo's Bizarre
Then let's go
Adventure,
upstairs.
where you're like, man, this
Fine,
game's
but you
bizarre.
get settled with Bromar first. I don't
And
want any trouble.
you ask yourself that question, like, what, is this game not making any sense? Am I out of crazy? And then someone will just go out and say, oh, no. Oh, this is the angle I want.
Now that's typical, isn't
This
I
is
want to
it.
have some fun.
Fine. You're not likely to forget the next few hours of your life anytime soon.
Hours?
Go upstairs with Nadja then. Have
Ow.
fun.
Hours?
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
You don't have to tell me that.
That's an open secret.
You should really have known better.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Do I have to talk to her?
I couldn't care less.
Let's go upstairs.
Today's your lucky day, baby. Let's go.
Hey, I'm doing this just for information. I really hope you find your keys, bud. I know that's very stressful.
Who says things like that?
I always know if you can't find them, you always got to check your pants that you had on last time you had them. You guys seem like you're having a very important conversation. Let me bother it.
Hey, what's up?
Man, I'm busy. Leave me alone.
I know you paid for a prostitute and are trying to negotiate a price, but
I'm busy.
let me bother you. I have questions about people.
Wants to hear that.
Is this the fuck room? Nope.
Tell me that isn't true.
I just want questions answered about the missing ladies.
You just have to listen.
So can we talk now?
We've got enough privacy up here. Bromar doesn't like to see us talk to guests during work if there's nothing in it for him. So you want to know more about the people who disappeared down here at the harbor, do you? I don't know whether I can help you much, but at least I can tell you what became of Lucia.
Everybody knows by now.
Tell me about Lucia.
Nobody here is too sorry that she's gone.
Why?
I don't think there was anyone here whom she didn't try to use. She was a real bitch.
Where did she disappear to?
She used to see a lot of Elveridge, the apprentice of Thorben, the carpenter from the lower part of town. I bet she's up and left with that young man.
He also left.
Where could the two of them have gone?
If the wolves didn't eat them, I suppose they went to stay with the farmers. Where else would they go?
What else do you know?
I've heard many stories
there's
about
so
people
many
who
mysteries
disappeared
in
down
this.
here at the harbor.
Such a small game,
but
but
I'm not
so
so
much
sure
fucking
whether
happening.
I should
I love
believe
it.
them. You should have a chat with the merchants down here. That's all I can tell you, alas. Now, what about the two of us, sweetie? You paid for it after all. Wouldn't you like to have a little fun before you leave?
Who the fuck pays for sex?
Thanks, but I've got to go now.
Too bad. Well, maybe next time.
No, there ain't no next time. Why don't you get acquainted with the Lord, harlot? I'm out of here. Borka, keep being fucking awesome. I'll die for you.
Do you really think? Hey, I don't know you. What do you want here? Are you headed for the tavern?
What kind of fucking business turns away people they don't know? 80% of a pub's revenue is responsible for regulars. You need 20% new fucking clientele.
Is it really true?
Yes, do you mind?
You've got no business here, right?
I have money and I want to get drunk.
It's a bad business.
Are you trying to make trouble for me?
Sure, I'm a master at making trouble. So defend yourself, runt.
I can't help it.
Why?
There's
A fight.
Whoa!
Hit him. Hit him. Show him.
Don't stop now.
Hit him.
Slug him.
I
Give it
can't
your
remember
all.
the last time I saved. Hey, buddy. Yep.
Gold. Okay, that's mine for starters. I think I'll take your weapon for safekeeping.
Oh, I'm not dead. Hey, Hey, Mo!
Just
Now for some action.
Hey, Mo!
Never pick a fight with me again.
Oh, Jesus, okay. Hmm.
Anything, Bob.
That's all just gossip.
Just stay away from me with that magic of yours. See?
Don't mind me, fellas. Oh, it's called Oblivion, you say? Right. Go do that. Eat some meat. I'm glad I'm not dead. Hey, why?
Do I have to show you again who's boss? Just you wait, you son of a bitch. They're smashing each other's skulls.
Give it your all.
Take the fucking...
Don't stop now, Spot.
Never pick a fight with me
God
again.
damn it. Alright. I'm going back here. Not having that fucking bitch take my goddamn gold.
Yo,
Yeah. I've done all this already.
If I hadn't seen it with my own.
Tell me about your girls, Bromore.
Are you?
And don't.
Are all your girls accounted for?
Of course they are. Or do you think I want to go to jail over something like that?
I wasn't asking about your payroll. I mean, are they?
Oh yeah, I report. I asked that beach if I saw how.
Yeah.
Hey, you!
Hey,
I just want to...
I could tell you think.
Then let's go up.
Fine.
Yeah.
I want... Fine. Go upstairs.
Hey, you!
Hey, you!
Let's go upstairs.
I bought you.
Today's your lucky day, baby. Let's go.
You should really have known better.
That's not what I heard.
The things I could tell you.
That's what I've always said.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Really, how interesting.
And that's the truth.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Been there, done that.
That might be a good use of the Oblivion spell. Just hit him with that at the beginning. Kit Kat, what happened?
He simply talks too much.
You don't have to tell me that.
So
We've got a Bromar. So you want? I don't know whether I can. Nobody.
Why?
I don't think there was. She was a. She's. I bet. If the wolves, where else would?
I couldn't care less.
what?
I've heard, but I'm not. You should have a chat. That's all I now. Wouldn't you like to have a little?
No.
You can't
Too
rely.
bad.
Don't tell this.
I mean, if you want to, go ahead. If you have a
Couldn't care less.
optimal way of doing it, go for it. I'll take the best case scenario.
I must be crazy. What are you doing here?
Just find a moment where he's alone and then bop him.
Hey, Larish, you old scoundrel, how did you get here?
I was able to escape to the Valley of Mines just in time, together with Lee and some of the other boys. You remember Lee, don't you?
Of course I remember Lee.
I don't remember.
I got out of the colony with him then, just after the barrier was destroyed. He and his boys are now on the farm of Onar, the landowner. He made a deal with the farmer. He and his boys defend the farm, and Onar feeds them in return.
Vatras sent me. He told
So
me
you got
to
the
come
spell
to
for
you
the
when
boy.
I needed help.
The boy,
So
the old
you've
man.
already been
Yeah,
to see
beaten up
Vatras?
Valentino.
You must
What's
have
the
made
other
a
quest?
lasting
What's the
impression
third
on
one?
him. Otherwise, he certainly wouldn't have volunteered my name. Especially not since the matter with those missing people still hasn't been resolved. Tell me what you need.
Hardly know who to believe these days.
Vatras gave me this ornament to bring to you. He said
Don't
it is to
mind
be
me.
taken
Don't be
back.
alarmed.
Of course.
Dark for a
It's
second.
up to
We'll be
me
back.
as usual. I might have known. I'll have to walk halfway across the island to take it back to the water mages.
You listen to the wrong people.
As long as I'm maximized, I like that. You got the right head on your shoulders.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I can take the ornament there for you.
I think I'd better take it there myself. But you could come with me. Only, I can't leave here at the moment. I need to keep an eye on the harbor.
Okay.
That's been known a long time.
What exactly do you do here at the harbor?
I can't talk about that. Vatras would
Very
have my
hush,
head.
hush in the Ring of Water, huh?
I need your...
And what exactly were you thinking of?
Money. Wow, okay.
That's nothing new.
I need a better weapon.
There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. Have you tried the marketplace?
What about some better armor?
Mateo sells armor, but he'll probably charge you
Oh,
an
I
armor
already
like
bought that
for it.
armor.
There is a way you could get it cheaper, though, if you don't mind pulling a fast one on the militia.
What do you mean?
There's a storage area next to Mateo's house, but all the merchandise has been confiscated by the
I'm
militia.
literally wearing it right now.
Go to Zurus at the marketplace and get yourself a sleeping spell. Then you send the guards off to Dreamland. I'm sure
Okay.
you'll find some decent armor among Mateo's stock.
I can find some stuff to sell.
I need some money.
Don't we all? Sorry, but I have no... Go to him and borrow whatever money you need. I'll take care of the rest. You'll find Lamar.
Wow. Okay, you're gonna let me borrow money on your behalf. That you're.
I must
Bad
talk to the
move,
paladins
buddy.
by any means.
What do you want from them?
They've got a powerful amulet.
And you think they'll give it to you?
Do you know why the...
Nobody knows for sure. Lots of people think it's because of the orcs. It probably has something to do...
Yeah, the magical barrier's gone.
So what's your...
I've got this little agreement.
What kind of an agreement?
We
You
work
get
with
to
them,
do
and
whatever
they
the
see
fuck
to
you
it that our
want.
past in the penal colony
Yep, there it
doesn't
is.
get us into trouble.
There it is.
You're talking about the Ring of Water?
You've heard of it?
Vatras told me about it.
Yeah.
You might have mentioned
Everybody
that
thinks
right
that
away.
these games have bad graphics. No, this is just... We didn't really develop more polygons until, you know, the 18th, 19th century. That's why pictures look better over time. That's a good point, Royal.
Tell me more about Lee and his mercenaries.
What do you want to know?
Oh, man. I feel like Abed in fucking Community.
How do I find
Multi-layers
the
of
landowner's
dialogue.
farm?
Tell me your lore.
It's quite simple. You leave the seaport by the east gate and then follow the path towards the east. I can take you there if you
Mecha
want.
Hitler and all, Royal. Mecha Hitler and all. World War II and Wolfenstein, same thing.
Tell me more about the mercenaries.
Well, if you're as tough as you were back then, you shouldn't have any problems with them. Most of them
Get
are
in on that
ruffians,
heist.
and if you
Get in on
can't
that
stand up
heist.
to them, you won't get far.
Let me get on that. If
If you're
everybody's getting in on
squeamish,
it.
you don't have a chance of joining them.
Better to watch out who you tell what.
Will it ever change?
It's exactly what I said.
That was obvious all along.
18.
It's better to watch out
Ooh.
who you tell what.
It's
Why
ad
aren't
time.
you with Lee and his mercenaries?
But I am, just not on the farm. You could say I'm our outpost in the city. We don't want the ship to sail without
Wow,
us.
this guy's dipping his fucking ship into multiple fucking dips. I fucking dig this guy.
What ship were you talking
The
about?
fucking
It's on the
water
open sea
mages,
harbor,
the Ring of
behind
Water.
the
He's
cliffs.
doing shit for
Lee and a few
them.
of his people
Helping
really wanna get
Lee,
away from
helping
you.
the good old boys. Not
But that
those
could
good old
take a
boys.
while.
The good old boys
Why?
regarding to
You
those
better
group.
ask Lee about that. If you meet him, he's got plans.
It's not what I heard.
Alright, now that that's happening, let's re up on these host raffles.
Let's wait and see
You
what
still have a lot of dialogue to burn.
Do you really believe that?
Vatras said you could help me join a community.
you really think.
Getting tired of being the underdog, are you? All right, I see your point. I can exert my influence with the mercenaries if you want to join Lee. And I'm sure we can find a way to get you into the monastery soon. But the easiest thing would certainly be for you to join the militia. Which community do you prefer?
It's really not my problem.
Nobody ever
damn it.
asks.
Trying to get this taken care of.
I'd have gone about it differently.
Who said that?
Sorry, pardon me, guys.
He doesn't see that. I can't help it. It's a bad business.
You already know.
I mean,
I'll have to think
it's,
about it.
I have no information about any
It's
of
really
them.
not my problem.
That'll only cause more trouble.
He doesn't see that. I can't help it.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
You listen to the wrong people.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
Hey. Alright.
Is it really true?
So I had jacked something up, and now I have fixed it. Oh no!
That's been known a long time.
He should have known.
I'm no better off myself.
But that gamble went off, and then the...
Kinds of rumors.
No, the gamble went off, and then you got into the heist, and then the heist took everything else that you had. But...
He never would have thought of that himself.
since you've been lovely
have to feel sorry.
this evening, and you're new here, and
He never would have thought of that
you've
himself.
given me some rather fantastic information.
It's not what I heard.
That'll only cause more trouble.
It's not what I heard.
It's the least I can do.
You already know what I think.
Can you teach me
Can
something?
you teach me something?
Sure. I can help you become stronger and more dexterous if you like.
He should have known that.
You really believe that?
It's only been 5 months? Wow.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
The ring is to the water mages what the paladins are to the fire magicians. But, unlike the paladins, we operate in the background. The ring is a mighty weapon in the battle against the dangers that threaten the people of Corinus. But this
A
only
secret
works as long as we
society.
keep the identity of all
Happy
those
anniversary
secrets
to you,
who
Kit
belong
Kat.
to the Ring of Water.
Welcome, welcome.
So keep this to yourself.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever.
It can't go on like this forever.
I want to join.
That's fine with me. But the decision about whether you will be accepted or not
You're the
lies
real
with the
MVP,
water
Thomas.
mages alone.
I'm not telling you anything new.
From day one, bud. Appreciate you, buddy.
What did you do to impress the
Kit
Water
Kat, I
Mages?
love you as well, but
I
like,
protected them for a long time.
He's the
when we were
roommate.
Still living
He
with
really
the family.
actually puts up with
and
me.
they have plenty of reason to be grateful to me.
What's it like to belong to the Ring?
We are very different
I'll even
from the
laminate
usual
it.
communities you can join here in Corinus. Once you're one of us, we're not going to ask anything of you that you are not ready to do. The only thing we truly require of you is to keep quiet.
Wait, so you can just say
We
no,
work in
too?
secret and do not want to let outsiders
This is the
know
coolest
who our
secret
members are.
society
We
ever.
shall keep an eye on you. Everything else remains to be seen.
I see.
I needed a sushi day. I needed to sit down and just pig out on fucking Japanese food and drink some fucking sake. But
About those missing people,
You really believe that?
tell me what you know.
The first was William, one of the fishermen here in Corinus. One day, he simply didn't return. At first, we thought that one of those sea monsters out there had
oh
eaten
man,
him in his boat
God,
for
how
breakfast.
fucking
But
terrifying.
not too long afterwards, other people started disappearing from the town and the surroundings. Pretty random events, though. Everyone's at a loss so far.
Yeah,
the way
not
it
only a
looks,
mod, first
we'll just
mod.
have to wait until we
Gotta start
finally
slapping
stumble
more of those
across a
together.
clue.
That was obvious all along.
Isn't this a case for the militia?
Must
The
build
militia
this
is pretty
community.
useless, if you ask me. They're never going to clear this up. The missing people have just vanished into thin air.
As if I didn't have
Let's
enough.
do it.
Is it really true?
He can have the eliminated card. Alright. Let me see. 10 learning points.
Do you really think?
Do I have any weapons that are better?
Let's wait and see what happens.
So that would have a damage of 40 if I got to the sword. Yup.
That's totally
Teach me how to be more dexterous,
What
boy.
exactly do I'm doing what we all do. I
Oh.
fulfill the tasks the water mages
Ah,
give me. Some of the missing
Executioner,
people were
welcome.
fishermen.
Everybody's hanging
They
out
disappeared
tonight.
along with their boats.
Welcome back.
That's why I'm standing here, watching the harbor. Maybe something will happen yet. But you could
Yeah,
help me.
I decided I
Listen,
will get to
I
Black
shall give
Mesa
you my
eventually, 'cause of
aquamarine
course I
ring.
am. I fucking
It
love the game.
signifies that
But
the
I
bearer belongs
fell in
to
love
the
with
Ring of
Gothic
Water.
again. I gotta keep
If
playing.
you wear my ring, the rest of us will know that you're acting on my behalf. Get someone to take over my
Clearly
duties
very
so that I can
taxing.
take the ornament back. One of us is always keeping an eye on the marketplace, but I don't know whose turn it is. You had better go talk to all those standing around there. Once the right man sees my aquamarine ring on you, he will let you know. Tell him to see to it that somebody else takes over here at the harbor.
Better to watch out.
Teach me something.
Dexterity.
I'm no better off myself.
you've already gotten more
It's a good thing or a
dexterous.
bad thing that I only need to give about 60% of my already smallest.
I'm no better off myself.
Honestly, I think it just goes to show that accounting is... Everybody worries about accounting because, well, for one, it's somebody else's money. But also, it is just money. And thus just, you know, everybody's like... Ooh.
Nothing's ever gonna change.
But it's literally the easiest form of
Bad business.
math. It's not calculus. It's not trigonometry. Fuck, it's not even algebra. It's just addition and subtraction. And as long as you got fucking an Excel spreadsheet, you can just plug that shit in.
Will it ever change?
You can literally tell Excel what you want it to do and it can fucking do it for you. Alright. I got an aquamarine ring.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
Do you really believe
Exactly.
Hey, you!
Turn around and face
Why,
me.
you landlubber? Looks like you're stranded here. You look a bit pale around the gills. Never mind, my lad. All you need is a good stiff sea breeze.
Are you coming on to me?
Do you really think?
What are you doing here?
Back when I was a young man, I went to sea and rode through many a big storm.
Hey dude, there's a giant fish behind you in the water.
No big deal, not at all. But that old tower came close.
Why do you say that, Kit Kat?
I haven't been up there
Made
in
that,
ages.
what made that comment
Why not?
happen?
Ever since these scallywags took over my lighthouse, I haven't dared get closer to it than 20 feet. Really bad rabble, that. They're criminals from the Valley of Mind, you know.
Ooh, I
There
love
was
the
this
pun,
big
by the
bang
way.
on the other side
Appreciate
of
the
the
hell out
mountain.
of that.
And they swarmed all over the land like flies.
So much so.
Now they're hiding
they
out
hit you with,
everywhere. Even in my lighthouse. I think they're on the lookout for any ship they can raid. Ah, let them. Then at least they'd be out of my tower.
There we go.
Do you come to town often?
I always say...
Not much.
town is
I
only as
recently
good as its
scooted it up back again. I've basically come
harbor
into
is the
town
gate to
and
the
I'm
world.
basically
That's
getting
where
all that
everyone
juicy,
meets
juicy
and
lore
where
from the
everything
town
starts.
folks.
Once the harbor
and
goes to the dogs,
picking
the
up
rest of the
quests
city
to
will
go out and
follow
do
soon.
shit. Solving mysteries in town, that sort of stuff.
Tell me about the harbor.
The harbor of Corinthus isn't what it used to be. There's nothing but riffraff hanging about. The ships don't come anymore, and trade is dead. This harbor's about to go under.
So why don't you leave?
Nobody would take an old sea dog like me on his ship these days. Most people think that,
That
old
is
Jack's
so
got the
true
gout
right
in his
there.
rotten old bones.
And are they right?
Balderdash. Once I've got those planks beneath me feet again, I'll feel like a young whippersnapper.
Oh, Stu.
What do you mean
We're the
by
riffraff.
riffraff?
Look at them, the lazy rabble. Most of them don't even know
I
what
could
work
easily
is.
be a crotchety old sailor.
All they do
All
is
you gotta
drink
do
all
is just
day and
complain
spend
about
their
other
last
people.
pay at the brothel.
I do that
I
already.
tell you, stay away from them.
Just
Why
make
the
up
ships no
crazy
longer
names
coming?
to
They all say that once the war is
berate
over,
people
everything
with.
will be like it used to be.
Hell yeah.
That's a load of bilge water. I tell you, a sailor can see when a town's going downhill. A sailor feels that in his blood. And I can tell you, forget about this harbor. Its heyday's over.
Yeah, like actively beset on both sides, but war.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Do you really think?
Nothing surprising anymore.
Well, you know more about it than us, clearly.
Exactly what I said.
I have no idea about anybody. That's a Brahim.
What are you doing here?
My name is Brahim.
Oh,
I drew
Brahim.
maps
I
and stuff.
apologize.
Since you're new here, maybe you could use a map of the city? It's quite affordable and very useful until you know your way around.
Thank you for telling me the exact moment your product becomes useless.
Is it true that some townspeople have simply vanished?
So I've heard, but I'm not sure whether it's really true. Just look around you. Does this rat hole look like the place where you want to spend your golden years? Small wonder that people are getting themselves out of here.
Show me your maps.
What? I'm almost out of monies. Okay, that's not good.
Come back again later. I'm sure that...
Alright, I need to start accomplishing tasks. A la RPG style. Garvel?
Hey!
You have a name. Yes, we all know what an OnlyFans is, Kit Kat. We're not... I'm not like a... I'm
What
not
are you
like
doing
Catholic
here?
or something.
I'm building a ship because I want to get out of here as fast as I can.
I'm
But
with
the
you,
way it looks
Garvel. This
right
place
now,
is
this
fucking
ship
creepy.
will never be finished.
Asked me for taxes because the IRS was asking for a tax document that she didn't recognize. It was for the legal company named for OnlyFans. That's amazing. Which is on the W-2, if I'm not mistaken, which should be print outable in their document section.
Why are you in such a hurry?
Soon the orcs will come and burn down the city.
What makes you think that?
Hey, I know.
Have you noticed the paladins running
It's
around
the level in
everywhere?
Fall
Why do you
Guys,
think
right?
they're here?
Where there's
I
only
tell
the
you,
fans,
they're
right?
here because the
We know where
orcs will
Fall
attack
Guys is.
soon, and that won't be pretty.
It's where I can spend $5 to seeing pictures of some chick I used to know's butthole. And that's what OnlyFans is.
Why can't you finish your ship?
Oh, we have thousands of
But what they don't
problems.
know is
The
you can
hull
also
still isn't
just
stable,
Google
and it's still
porn.
missing a lot of boards. But I have hardly any gold left to buy new material with, and the last delivery had bugs in it. My boys don't
I
work
have to kill the
productively.
bugs.
One wants a fast ship above all else, the other one is worried about the figurehead. As if we didn't have more important things to do. Also, one of my people is simply not showing up for work anymore. I'm beginning to fear that this will delay the construction even more.
You're one worker short?
Yes.
I love when it does
Monty.
the different
vanished
camera
into
angle
thin
and you get
air.
hit with like
That lazy
that
pig is
horrible
probably
different
living the
view
high life on
camera.
a farm
Like, oh,
somewhere.
different view camera.
I
Like,
should
this
never
is
have
where
paid
it's
him in
night and
advance.
that's where it's midday.
When was the last time you saw Monty?
He hasn't bothered to show up for work for at least 2 days.
I've heard that other people have gone missing too.
How many?
Just what I'm saying. That's where the evil starts. Farum the fisherman told me something similar. His buddy William is no longer around. I bet that the orcs are behind all this.
Maybe. Get really scared, dude.
Where can I find this Farim?
He's a fisherman. I think that his hut is near the provision store of the Paladins, but I don't know for
I think
sure.
I talked to him already. Alright.
Can I help you
I'm
somehow?
actually really enjoying
Yes, you
it.
can. Find out what the Paladins are planning. I
It's
want
probably
to know
because I
why
was a
they're
little
here.
kid and skipping through
And
most
I
of
have
the
to know
dialogue.
if the
There's so
orcs
much
will
more in
attack
here that
and
I
how
can
far from the
bite
city
off
they
and
are.
chew on. than I
One of the
remember.
bastards was even seen outside the city. Just bring me all the information you can get. I need to know how much time I have left to finish the boat.
What's going on?
The orcs are breathing.
I only wanted...
The biggest problem we have is that there aren't to be honest, there's only one ship here, and that...
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Who am I supposed to go to with this ring on to get assistance? Let's go ahead and take care of this, because the game doesn't autosave. How nice of these people to just store all this stuff on their roofs for me to steal. Ooh. Ha-ha! Parkour! Oh, I think I can do it. There it is. Yeah. Who knows? I mean, it's, to be fair, it is the law of RPGs. There are two places, you know, there are always exceptions to every rule and every, you know, medium. But the rule of RPGs is if it's out on the street or if it's in a bathroom, anyone can take it. I've played a lot of RPGs and that always seems to be the truth. There's of course, you know, obvious exceptions where, like, you know, someone like maybe homeless people have like or like those or video games where or missions in video games where you have to track someone and there's like a dead drop, then of course that area, if you mess with that, maybe will cause aggro. But 9 times out of 10, if it's on the street, you can rob it. Oh. Hello, Lucy.
Wait a minute.
What's new?
What's new?
I wonder why the Paladins are here at all. They're holding the town hall, the barracks, and the harbor, but they haven't actually done anything so far. If they were here about the orcs or the bandits,
you might be the flattest actor I've ever heard.
There must be another reason. Smart kid.
Hey, you're not quite as stupid as you look.
Where are your chipmunks,
that
Alwyn?
lunatic's hammering is wearing me down.
Who are you talking about?
Can't you hear that hammering? Who do you think hammers all day long in the Harbor District? I mean that lunatic felon. He takes the hammer to his hut every day.
Okay.
Are those your sheep?
The only one that belongs to me is the one that answers to the name of Lucy. That's my wife, Lucy.
Ah,
sheep
you're the
belong to
drunkard,
the
got it.
militia. All the sheep they collect from the farm.
I could take care of.
You want to help me?
You tell me.
Oh, that's how it is. All right, but I'll tell you one thing right now. You can't talk to the guy. He's nuts. The
Oh, excuse
only
me.
thing that will...
Yeah, I doubt that.
If I beat him up, I'll just get into
Oh, what
trouble
a
with the
weird
militia.
angle.
Down here at the harbor, no one pays much attention to brawls. But if you steal around here or
So
mess
how's
with
your
the
day
sheep,
going, Executioner?
you'll be in
Or
trouble.
How was your night, I should say?
I'll see what I...
You can think about it. Remember,
25 coins is really not a lot.
And how...
felon's hammering is going to...
Hear ye, inhabitants of
How's
Paradise.
everybody's night?
By the explicit
Day going?
order of the
Ooh.
Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. From this moment onward, Lord Andre will take the supreme command of our militia. All the citizens of this city who have armed skills at their disposal are herewith urged to join the Royal Militia.
Let me go ahead and open up all these leather satchels to get myself reacquainted with my gold. I know the feeling. I live in Florida, my dude. And I like to go for walks, but man, it's just like you go out and you just get melted. Do it.
Smart kid.
Smart kid.
Smart kid. They think I'm smart, you guys. They're proud of me. Who am I supposed to fucking flash my ring to?
The Honorable Lord Andre is commanded to punish every crime or act of resistance against the king's
Pardon?
guards most severely. Every inhabitant of Corinus who is
Pardon?
guilty of a crime is to report immediately.
Oh, no. We've had a pretty bad drought lately. Like, which is weird because when I was visiting my buddies up in Pennsylvania, for my little vacation I just got back from, they've actually been getting flooding. It's bizarre. We had good rain today, but no, it's been dry. It's been uncharacteristically dry for us. But yeah, if it's uncharacteristically hot, it's always bad because it's just such a shock to your system. And who likes being hot? You know, if I'm cold, I can throw layers on, but if I'm hot, I'm just miserable. And there's no fixing it. We had some pretty good rain today, too. Much needed. Much appreciated.
I knew that would be a problem. I'm in enough trouble.
Do you really think? That's totally on.
We can only wait and see.
Hey, you!
That's the first I've heard of it.
Has anything
Not long ago, they were searching their oven.
Wait a minute. Alright, I'm just gonna ask him. Who the fuck am I supposed to talk to?
Hey, I don't know you.
We can only wait and see. I hardly know what's
No, I'm not headed for the tavern.
Yeah, that's what I would have said. But that isn't it. Since you're new here, I'll make you an offer. That's your entrance fee for the...
Cause more trouble. We can only wait and see.
God damn it.
I've heard a thing or two. You don't have to ask me.
As if I didn't have...
Yeah.
All right, but I don't even have to.
Man, did I pick a... All right.
You already know that.
But I do.
It can't go on like this forever. I knew that would be a problem.
Oh yeah, I died before I could open them.
Watch out.
Alright.
First I've heard of it.
Yep, that's how you speed run through that. Didn't even have to fight the idiot. Ha ha!
Really think?
Really didn't deserve that. It can't go on like
I can
this
get behind that.
Hey.
Like that weird slopping when you take off very wet clothes. Is that and just... There's something about getting in from a thunderstorm and getting in your cozy house, then changing and getting comfortable. Just that innate part of our brain of, you know,
Let's wait and see what happens.
You didn't get that from me.
handling our most basic needs, I think.
I've heard a thing or two.
You should have known that.
I know exactly that feeling.
About those missing people.
You didn't get that from me.
You should have known that.
Uh,
It can't go on like this forever.
This is gonna change.
All right, I can exert, and I'm sure, but the which can.
Let's wait and see.
just tell me who I gotta fucking talk to again.
Okay,
I cannot leave here until we know more about.
Where did you pick that up then?
Alright.
I've heard a thing or two.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Well, who am I supposed to go to handle that?
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that.
Tell me that isn't true.
hey, you!
Oh yeah. There's nothing better than getting comfy in a rainstorm. Especially if, you know, you can cozy in for like a good book.
That's no secret. Nobody wants to know.
Just rest up. Recharge the batteries.
What was that? Listen, but
Okay, so you're not the guy that I gotta show my ring to either. God damn it.
That will never change.
Driving in the rain is nice. I completely agree with that. There has to be no other... Not no other, but it can't be with a shit ton of shitty drivers. People who have no idea what they're doing. Who just immediately make the roads unmanageable. Oh, I'm slightly worried. Time for me to throw on those blinkers and drive slow for no reason.
What with?
Oh. Well, that was my last little bit of water. Which means I should run an ad and re-up on my host draft. So, it is ad time. I'm going to do that. I will be right back. And then I'll have more liquids and I will have re-upped on my host raffle. And for those of you who are subscribed, you are still hearing me talk, and I thank you very much for being subscribers. You're awesome. Thanks for helping me out. Thanks for letting me be able to do this. I appreciate you guys. You're awesome. Duality of drivers in the rain. I must either drive like a fucking asshole or be the most cautious person on the planet. No in between. 100% agree with you there, bud. So nice, so humble, Executioner. Appreciate you. Have no fear, I have returned. I didn't pause the game. That is stupid of me. Hey, you know, I don't mind going out of my way. But I appreciate it. I don't think I'm supposed to be here right now. But if no one's gonna stop me, I'm gonna keep on going. Well, I'll probably hop back and forth between the two if I'm being honest. Yep. 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 I'll level up a little bit more, but before I get out there, let me see. There was still some stuff I grabbed. Fish soup. I think there was some wine here as well in one of these, over here. Oop, gotta go to work. See ya. It's a pleasure. Ah, Harzuk, I thought you had already bounced out, man. Appreciate the hell of you. I hope you, imagined you had found your keys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the tips. Hope I see you again. I will be definitely playing a lot more of this. Thanks for the follow, too. These fish probably don't taste too good, but as long as that lady keeps giving me soup for them. I appreciate that. 3 RPG name styles: Soran, Flameweaver, Inuyasha. See? My favorite thing about the names in this game so far is just occasionally some of them are capitalized completely throughout. Like Bromore is Bromore. Completely capitalized all the way through, but everybody else is like Vino is Vino. Everything's capitalized. We'll talk. Is everybody that's supposed to be here not here because I'm not supposed to be in this part of the game yet? Oh, no. There's people here. And there are guards that prevent me from accessing it. Okay. Just making sure. Where the hell is that group of people I need to get to then? I'll check the tavern itself. Haven't gone in there yet. Let's see if they give me some interesting bit of dialogue.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
All right, Sylvester Stallone.
There's nothing here to see. Now move along.
All right. The ones classified as knights, are those supposed to be paladins? Yes, these are paladins. There's basically militia, and then there are the paladins. That's who those bad boys are. Is there anything over here? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Rewarding exploration. That's what fucking games should be about. Hell yeah. Song. A bolt. A bolt. Bolt. A bolt. Giving me all these bolts. Is there a crossbow nearby, mayhaps? Mayhaps Daddy gets a crossbow, mayhaps. There it is. Silver ring. Hey, at least you know what you're about. Oh, don't jump in the water. I mean, I imagine if I do, it won't be a problem. Spiny clam. Hey, girl, let me get a look at that spiny clam. Well, would you look at that? We got one of each. We collected the whole set. Wouldn't you know it? Hey, got that raw meat. Let me put it on the pan. Alright. Let me steal from the homeless real fast. Just a real quick rob. Ooh. Just a real quick robbery. Farum. How are you, my dude? You're standing amidst many dead fish.
You're a fisherman?
Now, how did you ever guess that? Can't you simply leave me alone? Don't take it personally, but I haven't been too happy lately. It's that militia.
Have you tried getting depression medication?
Trouble with the militia?
Those bastards keep coming here and taking whatever they want. Last week, they made off with my entire catch. It's for a good cause, they said. I know that everybody's got to fend for himself since the farmers have stopped trading. And, of course, sometimes people just go hungry. Small wonder that they're snatching the fish from right under my nose.
You literally had two fish shitting at your feet.
I won't even have enough to feed myself.
It's the old Farum, the fish destroyer.
Have you talked?
Are you joking? Do you really think they'd be interested if a poor devil like me has his problems with the militia?
Maybe I can help you.
Maybe I can help you.
I suppose you have to know somebody from the Paladins will...
I shall see what I can... So, how are...
I've seen better times. Too little...
Your buddy William has disappeared?
So he has. He should have stayed.
What's he been up to?
William had some shady dealings with those crooks. I think it was all about contraband that he sold to the bastards.
It's all connected, baby. Layers, layers.
When did you last see him?
Only a few days ago.
Maybe he just went out to sea to fish.
That's not very likely. His boat is still moored in the harbor.
Yeah, like on a rowboat.
What bastards would those be?
You
I don't know who they are
by the way?
or what their business is
That
here in
we're up to
Corinthus.
this morning?
I only know the place where they met up with William. I just
Ooh.
happened to see William there when I was fishing in the bay.
Tell me.
Where exactly is that meeting place?
There's a bay opposite the harbor, north of here.
You can only reach it by boat or swim. There's a beach there, and a small fishing camp. That's where I saw them.
I think I've heard enough.
Spare yourself the effort. I don't believe you'll find him.
So,
I've seen...
Can you...
My friend Williams, one day...
I don't think I've ever made a Dark Souls character with the serious name either. If I'm not mistaken, my current character's named Flarg the Larg. So... It's... Alright, Relief for Lars. See, Lars cannot leave the harbor. I'm to show myself in the marketplace wearing... Got it. Marketplace. Still need to show up there. Ooh, what's special about him? Sir Sagglefrat is my current demos. Sagglefrat. I like that.
Same old.
What's special about the model? Oh, pop the back. Oh, there's something weird on the other side of that gate. Hello, soup lady. I'm gonna sleep in your house if that's cool. You said it was no takesies backsies. It's a new day. Give me a new fish stew, woman.
Could you cook me some soup?
Nothing could be simpler.
Ooh. Nothing better than making a... Showing that love on that custom minis.
These are bad times.
There's just something... something about, you know, your own heart and soul that went in there. Nope. That doesn't help me.
He simply talks too much.
These are bad times.
So I think the most important thing I can do is find the marketplace, I guess, right now.
And the human slew the beast and entered into...
Yeah, that's the in-game plan, bud. Halfling bodied Brando. You'll see it pretty. It's good. It's pretty badass. It's completely lopsided.
And he bade Enos to take his divine power from the human.
I used to say that myself.
And Enos in his wisdom.
Is this the marketplace? What's your name? City guard. You're not important. Hacken.
I am Hacken, the weapons dealer. Every man should carry a weapon
Who cares
these
if
days,
he's disappointed or not?
especially when venturing outside of
That's
the city
your
walls.
side plot.
Tell me more about the area around the city.
It's gotten too because of the bandits, for one thing. And also on even the animals don't seem to get enough to eat in these They're venturing closer.
Do you know anything
I love
about
how
the
no one
paladins?
has any idea
Yes.
about the paladins around
Those
here.
guys are ruining my business. All you can buy in this entire town
Who says
is a
things like
short
that?
sword at most. They've helped themselves to anything
I
that's
cannot
longer
wait.
than a foot and a half. In return, I now
I'm
get
really
to live
falling
in
in
the
love
hotel
with
free of
3D
charge.
printed minis. They're so nice.
Where do you get your weapons from?
Harad the smith has been my supplier up to now. Now all he does is make stuff. He works for those guys day and night like a man. All I can offer you now is...
What do you know about the disappearances
Oh,
of the
got
citizens
experience
of
on that
Corinthus?
one.
I have seen many pass through the eastern city gate. Some of those who came, I had never seen before in
yeah,
my life.
that's some good work.
And many of those
Very
who went out never
very
came
good work.
back.
Very solid
but
stuff.
what happened the other day
like the
was
detailing.
really quite strange. There was this fellow who came
That's
here.
not what my husband
I
thinks.
think his name is Joe. He claimed that he knew how to get into one of the city towns. I haven't seen him since. Even though I used to bump into him around, I reported this to the militia. But Lord Andre had no idea what I was...
Joe.
That's terrible.
Harrod told me about the attack by bandits.
Classic Joe.
And?
Classic
He'll give me his
Joe.
approval to be accepted as an apprentice if I hunt down the bandits.
Good old Harrod. That must be his way of saying he's sorry that he can't produce any weapons.
What do you know about...
What do I know about them? And I'm not the only one. The militia tried to track them down.
I'll get him. I'm Mr. Protagonist.
Do you know who in the militia...
The fellow's name is Pablo.
Do you know where I can find...
He patrols around the city.
Interesting.
Where did they...
Near Akhil's farm. After a while, you'll get to a few...
I'll deal with it.
What? You want to take on the...
How much is the matter?
You want to get in Harrod's...
I want my
goods?
money.
I don't think I should have...
Show me your wares.
I love how they're like, no, you ain't getting extra money for this. You were told to do this for an entirely
That's not what I...
entirely different reason.
You don't say.
Jorah?
Innos be with you,
Mormont?
stranger. If you're looking for a good selection for the traveler, then you're in the right place. But I'm warning you, if you're planning on helping yourself without paying, I'll call the city guard.
Stab me if you want.
Just a moment. Do I look like a thief?
Bah! You won't be the first one to make off with...
Somebody
stole from you? I can't prove it. The fellow was damn clever. Introduced himself as Ringaru, if that really is his right name. He's been hanging around the marketplace the last few days. And every evening he gets plastered at the beer stand down the street. I bet the bastard is drinking my money. I only looked away for a moment, and my purse was gone.
You don't say.
I could get your gold back for you.
Oh? And why would you do that?
Seen it with my own eyes. I won't tell her a thing from now on.
The fucking vendor says that to people. Oh yeah, the food earlier. Yeah, 100%.
Everybody knows by now.
2D bread, onions, potatoes, and fish just left out in a basket. I'm eating here.
He had better shut up.
Well, that...
You've got the wrong man. If you want to get into the upper quarter,
He can't keep anything to
I want part of...
first see if you can get my purse back.
How about I just keep your fucking purse then, you idiot?
Go away, don't
Why didn't you...
The guards only respond, and when I noticed my purse was missing.
I've always said.
Wow, this is just like Thief's Paradise.
That's terrible.
How much?
50 gold pieces.
I'll see.
Be careful. If you just... Lately, things have been getting really... So think of something.
I shall.
Don't tell this to anyone. I don't believe it.
Show me your...
And he works all day too.
What do you...
Don't tell this to anyone.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Interesting
That's not what my
fellow.
husband thinks.
I can't take care
Let
of
me get
everything
more
for everybody. Someone's gotta
arrows.
do the work.
Oh!
That's what I've always said.
Didn't mean to buy all those bolts, but
Hadn't seen
alright.
it with my own eyes.
Really, how interesting.
I have like a billion open quests, I feel like,
That's what I've always
right
said.
now.
He can't keep anything to himself.
I'm Zurus, master of potions. Do you need an
Is that
essence of
Kush?
healing or a magic elixir? Then you've come to the right place.
Those marijuana leaves?
But that's terrible. Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Do you brew?
No, I either get him from the monastery. If you're interested in brewing potions, but he's too pig-headed to hire someone himself. He always passes me when he goes out on the east.
He simply talks too much.
He can't keep anything.
Where? He always goes through the eastern city gate here. And he once told me that just about everything grows.
I won't tell her a
Well,
show me
that's
your wares.
clearly the rare stuff. Ooh,
I can't take care of everything for everybody. That's not what my husband thinks.
That's what I've always said. Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Someone's got to do the work.
Has Constantino ever told...
I once heard him say that the stuff grows near Lobart's farm. That's a farm near the other gate. I think it's on a hill. It used to...
And it's going to get even worse.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Do I have some?
Everybody knows by now.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. That's an open secret.
And it's gonna get even worse. He can't keep anything to himself.
I won't tell her.
Alright, if that's where King Sorrel is, I gotta go back there eventually.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, someone's gotta do the work.
That's not what I heard. Go away, don't tell me that.
Darren.
What can I do for you? Are you seeking spiritual comfort?
What are you, dude?
Direct a prayer to our Lord Enos, or donate some gold for his.
Oh, I need a blessing from you.
I need to talk to...
Well, you need act, and of course,
How can I become...
you must join our order as a novice. When you have served, however, the path.
I've come to get...
That's good. That's good. Then you will probably want to donate gold to the Holy Church of Enos, won't you?
Actually, I wanted your
I love they were
blessing so
like,
I
hey,
can sign
channel
on
your
as an
inner
apprentice in the lower part of town.
southern,
My son,
you know,
without a modest
evangelical,
donation to the church,
evangelical
it is
preacher,
impossible for me to bless you.
evangelical.
How else can I be certain of your good intentions toward the Holy Church of Enos?
Yeah.
I witnessed it myself.
So, how much does it...
Well, that depends. You have more than 50 gold. I bless you in the name of Enos.
Where do you come...
I come from the monastery. We accept everyone there who is pure.
All right.
Tell me about Enos.
Enos, our almighty Lord. He chooses humans to be his tool, giving them magic and laws. We act in his name. We administer justice according to his will and preach his word.
Dear Lord.
Tell me more about the monastery.
We instruct our students in all forms of magic, but the arts of the magicians of fire consist of more than these alone. We are also well versed in the art. We also make.
All right.
What are you doing?
I have discussions with the paladin, particularly in these difficult.
Yeah, you got to make your money. I get it.
I want to make... But I...
That doesn't matter, my son.
All right.
I witnessed it myself.
Sarah.
And it's gonna get even worse.
How's business?
When the paladins came, but they let Herod make their weapons, and neither Hakon nor I. Moreover, the farmers no longer supply us with food. It's only a small consolation that the paladins are paying my hotel bill.
Why?
That's what I've always said.
What's the
They refuse to deliver their goods. Now that the ships no longer come in, the city depends entirely on Onar, the largest farmer, has hired mercenaries to protect his.
Yeah, to
but
make
the
sure that
mercenaries
they
don't
have
just
enough to
guard
eat.
Onar's farm. They come as far as the small farms outside of town. I saw them as I was passing Akil's.
Where will I find Akil's farm?
If you go out of the east gate here and follow the road to the right, you'll come to a stairway. It
Such
leads
a
up to
weirdo, I love
Akil's
him.
farm, but I wouldn't go there now.
Show me...
Let me sell some of these things that I just
Can't take
do
care
not
of
need.
everything for everybody.
Everybody knows by now.
I don't believe that.
That's an open secret.
And it's going to get even worse.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Okay, I won't.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
He simply talks too much.
And it's going to get even worse.
Thanks for letting me stand on your
And
your
it's gonna get
wares.
even worse.
And it's going to get even
Jorah says you've got his money.
Damn it! I'm out of here.
Hey, you. I have a proposition for you.
I
What do
was
you want?
chasing
I want
that
my
guy.
old stall in the marketplace back. Sarah snatched it away from me, but she has had that spot long enough.
And what's my part?
I will give you a letter. Then you go to Andre and tell him that Sarah is selling weapons to... She lands in prison. You pocket the bounty. You have 2 days to accomplish.
What's in it for me?
When I have the stall, you will get a weapon.
I won't tell her a thing.
No.
What will happen?
That would be truly stupid of you. If that gets around, it could...
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
All right, looks like I've got no choice.
You're a clever
How am I supposed to...
Let her show you her wares. And bear in mind, I am an Don't you first do that.
All right, Canthar. You fucking monster.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit
All right, where'd this guy go?
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I'm training the boys to use a crow.
Could you train?
No. But we can always use good people.
Okay. That's good to know. Well, I don't want to steal it just yet. Probably have to be in his fucking faction before he'll let me just casually take from him. So everybody's night. How's everybody's night going? Is everybody doing well? Oh, sorry. Wolfgar.
How's your duty?
Oh, these boys swing, but when I'm done with them, every single one of them will be a tough, hard bastard.
Can you also...
Lord Andre has ordered that we train everyone who is in a position to defend the city. But that's only true for combat training. All other kinds of can you at least halfway...
I think so.
All right.
All right.
What's it like?
Lord Andre, the militia used to report, but Lord Andre knows what he's doing. Everyone who starts here gets some decent armor and a good weapon.
This
and there are
waking
bonuses if you've done a good job. He pays a bounty.
In the same way, I need a...
What are the advantages of one or two-handed weapons?
Get up to
Quite
speed.
simple.
I definitely need my
With
coffee.
a one-handed weapon, you're faster. That can be a considerable advantage in battle. Two-handed weapons are more ponderous. You have to fight with foresight, but...
Where should I...
That's entirely... If you specialize in only one type of weapon... If, for instance, you're good at fighting with one-handed swords, but still a beginner, your two-handed skills will go up as well whenever you train. In that case, the training is more exhausting than if you train with both types of weapons. Just start and you'll soon see...
Okay.
Let's begin with the training.
Come back when you have more experience.
Oh, okay. I appear to be out. Alright, that man ran probably past here. This way.
Martial law is immediately declared in all cities and regions of the realm. All civilian judges are to hand over their duties to the royal paladins, effective immediately.
Hello? Yoink. Many. I found you. Found you.
Gotcha.
Hey, what do you want from me?
Money.
Huh?
You stole from Jorah in broad daylight, and he even saw you do it. So I've come to tell you that you're a lousy thief.
Ooh, Small Streaming Connect coming in with 40 viewers. What is happening? Welcome to the party. How are all of you? How are all of you? Forgive me, it's late at night. We up on my other host raffle?
You had better hand over
Give me my
Jorah's
fucking
gold
money now.
Here's the dough, man! But now let me go! I'll never do it again!
Hello, all 40 of you. Welcome to the party.
I should turn you into the militia.
Playing some Gothic too,
do you want?
little old
I've
school,
got
but
nothing
very
left.
fun.
Let me go, man!
You're a thief.
Why would I want to do that?
In the city, it's always good to know the right people and to stay on their
And how
good
are you
side.
going to do that for
I
me,
could put in a good
Rangaroo?
word for you. I can't and won't say more. The rest is up to you.
What do you think, X? Should I let him go? He says he can put in a good word for me, but he refused to elaborate. Or should I see to it that he's put behind bars for being a thief? I'll leave the decision to you, good sir. All right. You're lucky the executioner has decided to let you go.
Get lost and don't show your face around here again.
Oh, you won't regret this. Thanks, man.
Hey, I don't want to be a prick, but typically when somebody says get lost, you usually fucking hoof it. Leg to chest, motherfucker. Get on it. Hee hee. Woohoo. And then I head back here. That is a very good statement. Quite literally could not agree more. So this guy came back and bit me in the ass. Still ended up demanding I work for him. Here you go, Sarah.
Show me your wares.
Feel really bad for this, Sarah, but at the end of the day, you know, you're nothing to me. Sorry.
Don't tell this to anyone, and it's gonna get even worse.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Go away. Don't tell everybody.
Don't you have a job to do? First, foist a letter onto do that, and don't try.
I won't tell her a thing that matters.
Alright, let me handle Jorah since he's right here.
I requested myself.
I won't tell her a thing for now.
I got your money, buddy.
Go away. Don't tell me. He'd better shut.
About the thief.
Yes, how's it going? Have you caught him? And much more importantly, do you have my gold?
Yes.
Now that's typical. And it's
I'm still working on it.
Then see to it that you get my gold back.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Wait.
Who says things like that? It works all day.
What?
And it's going to get these are bad times.
But that's terrible. He can't keep anything to himself.
Wait, what? No, I definitely got that money back.
Who says things like that? Can't take care of everything for everybody.
I won't tell her a thing. Oh.
Don't tell me we got a broken quest.
Don't tell this to anyone. These are bad times.
And it's going to get even worse.
He had better shut up.
That's an open secret.
About the thief.
Yes, how's it going? Have you caught him? And much more importantly, do you have my gold?
I can't take care of everything.
He got away from me.
And what about my gold? Did he get away with it?
Oh, okay. My apologies.
And he works all
Here's the 50 gold pieces he stole
Boom.
from you.
Inos be praised. There is still justice in the city.
That's not what I heard.
I want part of the gold as a reward.
If it's gold you want, then hunt down the thieves and collect the bounty from Lord Andre. Now, I must get back to my customers.
Fuck you! I could have kept that.
Can't keep anything to himself.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Why are you looking so doubtful?
I see that you bear the sign of the Ring of Water.
So, are you a member too?
What if I am?
Then I would tell you that Lares wants to be relieved from his post down at the harbor.
Fine. If that's so, I'll see to it that somebody deals with it.
I
We're
see.
moving along. We're moving along.
Have you got a job for me?
No, I already have an errand boy. Try the other
I love how
merchants.
it's just like, you know, you're an NPC. Is
Show
there
me
any
your
chance you have
wares.
something you could get for me?
And it's going to get even
Amulet
worse.
of life, hit point bonus 40.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Hey,
He's potion man.
He talks too much.
Lord Andre's over here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, uh-oh. Looks like we had a minor hiccup. Oh, there he is. Fuck.
Inos be with you, stranger.
You look
What brings you
exactly
to me?
like everybody else.
I've got an important message for Lord Hagen.
Well, you stand before one of his
Hope
men.
everybody's still with
What is
me.
this about?
Hope you're all doing okay.
It's about a sacred...
The Eye of Innos. I have never heard of it. If there truly is an artifact of this name, only the...
That's why I have to talk to Lord...
Lord Hagen receives only paladins. It is beneath his dignity to waste his time with
I want to take...
Good. I can well use every except citizens of the town into the militia. My commander is afraid that spies or saboteurs could sneak in. He wants to limit the risk this way. Therefore, you must first be a citizen of the town. Whether this rule makes sense or not is disputable, but orders are orders.
I just love it, like, look, man, it's not sense. Video game logic, baby.
You're really serious about this, aren't you? Good. Listen, I have a problem. If you solve it for me, I shall see to it that... But the most important thing is...
What's your problem?
Recently, there have been a number of thefts in the city. Thus far, we have not been able... The scum know their business. It would not amaze me if there were a thieves' guild in Corinthus. Find the leaders of the gang and hunt them down. Then I shall see to it that you are accepted into the militia, regardless of whether or not you are a citizen. But you must say nothing about our agreement.
Where should I start looking for the thieves?
If I knew that, I'd go there myself. I can only tell you this much. We recently turned the entire harbor district upside down and found nothing. Absolutely nothing. The people there are not very talkative, particularly if you wear the armor of a paladin. But you are an outsider. They will not distrust you so quickly. You could ask around the harbor first.
Luckily for you, I'm literally already doing all this.
Realize that you are working for the paladins, you will...
Why are you...
The goals of our mission. I can only tell you that there is no... You need not work.
What should I do once I
kill
find one of the
all of them?
If it's a matter of a lackey, a henchman, or some small fry, you should rather come to me and report. The city guard could intervene in an open battle, and you would not have the opportunity. Furthermore, there is a bounty for every... However, if you locate the leader's hideout, well, then you probably won't be able... Yes?
I'm working on it.
I'm working.
Good. Keep...
What should I
Let me make job. Once you are one of us,
yeah, I gotta go kill a bunch of orcs, which are like, you know, 5 times more powerful than the average man.
About those missing...
Just leave me alone with that.
I'm ready to...
That may be, but you...
I've come... Sarah is selling...
Sarah? The weapon?
She has a letter in her pocket which...
She won't get away with that.
Thank you!
I've come to...
Well, I don't feel good about that. But... it's gotta happen. Are you guys... Oh, I was like, is this like a no-no place for me?
What do you want here?
Oh, that's right. I need to be in. Okay.
What can you tell?
These are the Where do you want to go?
That's not the same voice as the other guy.
Thanks, that's...
Thanks for just letting me do this, bud. This is really nice of you. Just go ahead and make sure I don't piss off anybody too much. Oh, that's a dead body.
You dare show your face here. It's your fault that I'm here.
Yeah.
Hey. I want to...
Go ahead.
There was supposed to be some sort of talk of prisoners that was taken or whatever, but whatever. Alright, I'll get a weapon. I just want to say, her model went from over there to in jail and him from that bench to over there very quickly and flawlessly. There was no loading. This game's very well polished. I swear to God, you better not fuck me, Canthar.
Well done. Sarah is where she belongs.
Streamlabs.
I have taken over
Let
her
me know
goods,
that.
so if you need a weapon,
Kiko
come
dead?
to me.
You were
Or
going to
Kiko
give me a
is
weapon.
dead. Sorry, Kiko is dead.
Here, this weapon is a masterpiece of
Now
the
I know.
blacksmith's art.
Ship axe received.
Show me your way. Take your pick.
Welcome to the party. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming in.
That's not what my husband thinks.
We are.
That's not what my husband thinks.
I might just sell that, but I have tons of cash.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
That's not what I heard.
But thank you. Thank you for following. I appreciate the hell out of you. Every little bit helps.
Yeah, get out. It wasn't so hard.
I'm gonna tell you anything from now on.
Alright, I'm almost done in this city. Let me talk to all these folks over here. And in here, apparently. Hannah!
Customer.
I have a few questions about the city. Tell me about the town.
Corinus is one of the wealthiest cities within the kingdom, even if it doesn't look like it at the moment. But since the Orc War started, trade has almost come to a complete standstill. The king has requisitioned the entire merchant fleet for military service, which means that nobody really knows.
How strange. It seems to me that I have, well, great are the mysteries of time and space. Take a seat on my humble rugs and enjoy a pipe in peace.
Yeah, if I'm just gonna...
Who are you? My name.
What kind?
My pipe. Help your...
Do you have?
I offer both of
Let me
them.
finish this conversation real fast.
This is done.
Where can
I shall give if you...
Can you?
My son...
How much do you?
For a bolt, but remember...
Alright. Let me save it. I really don't want to, go back and forth.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit order of the
Trying to
Honorable Lord
fix
Hagen.
it. Going back and forth. Let me see here. Yeah. By the... I might as well. Started my day pretty early anyways. Don't worry. There we go. I got the painting stream tomorrow. Or today, depending on how you view things. But yeah, Tuesday at 5 o'clock for me. So at some point, you can join me for that. this is gonna update for a minute, and I don't really want to do that, and then bounce back and forth with the game. So I figure, bid you adieu tonight, and then see you again later for